my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
Hello. What's up? Good morning. Give me 1 second. I'm catching on messages. I just want to say I find it hilarious how bent out of shape Stalker is. First off, she celebrated 3 months ago, right? Just saying. Okay, give me a minute. Hello, y'all. So, what is the... I'm getting like messages about it's urgent, so I'm only assuming Stalker's extra out of control. I don't know. If y'all know anything that I need to be aware of, please let me know, because I'm not always here, as y'all know that. And I'm going live extra early, hoping the drunk Stalker's still in bed, intoxicated, since she seems to be online like 24 hours straight for the past few days. Like at least 20 hours out of 24 hours a day, I'm hearing she is live, just losing her shit and still getting intoxicated. But wants to point fingers at me. Anywho's, I'm hearing that people think that I was reporting Reddit. I didn't make any reports. Not a single fucking one. Hear me clearly. Any reports that were made on Reddit, they were not from me, and they were not from someone doing anything on my behalf, and they shouldn't involve my content, because I haven't been on Reddit to look, to report, to read, nothing. When I tell y'all avoid that shit like the plague, I mean that shit. All the time when I talk to John, he's like, did you see what's on Reddit? I'm like, nope, won't go look either. I don't have any interest in it. So I know that the target wants to be me, so everybody get mad at me, but I'm telling you now, I did not report anything. Hey, Sophie. Well, I had to get Princess off to school. I mean, that's what I don't get, the sleeping all day. How do I sleep all day when every morning I'm up getting her off to school, feeding her breakfast, and then when she comes home, I'm here, take care of the house, do it like I said, Brooke, you want that shit to be true. That's not true anymore. That shit happened for a small amount of time way back when I was in really bad shape. So that's a long time ago. That's why I'm not worried about a damn accusation. It still hurt, to be clear, what was being said, but it's not true. Not anymore. Hasn't been true for a long fucking time. Hey, Delilah. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Someone needs me to unblock them. Yeah, I wouldn't normally, but I was just getting a bunch of information, and I mean, like, when I am not, like, when I got off streams with John, when I got off John's stream yesterday morning, I turned off my YouTube and didn't watch it again. But when I got Princess off to school, I went looking and saw that Jules had been live. So I hopped in there real quick and was seeing that everybody thinks he did a lot of reporting. I'm like, not on Reddit. I did a lot of reporting on one fucking channel, and we all know what that one is. And I'm about to teach that drunk bitch what fair use is and why all my strikes are not false. Every single one of them are not false. And I'm going to show you why in just a minute. Well, what's going on Reddit? Hi, Miss Wendy. Hey, Rabbit. Hey, Sophie, of course. Hey, Sly. Sly, why you been up all night? I saw you say that you've been up all night. And yeah, the strikes are sticking. I was prepared this time. When I told you I was fed the fuck up when she involved my child, I was fed the fuck up. We all know, I've given nonstop warnings for years, telling her to stop stealing all my content, get her own shit, stop using the majority of my stuff, and she never quit. So that's on her. Not a single check did she earn from her own hard work. All she did was put our stuff up on the screen, majority mine, up on the screen, and just bully, harass, and stalk and go real life and dox. That's all she's done from beginning to end. And she's still doing it. She hasn't even stopped. She is still fucking doing it. Hey, Adam. Hold on one second. I really need to find this person's channel. Oh, there we are. Try to fix this real quick. No, I didn't go to it. What in the hell? Okay, let me try this again. Well, I'll show you in just a minute. Oh, Insomnia? Yeah. Insomnia sucks. And like the electricity kept going off. Like, did anybody have any electricity issues because of the storms? Because mine went off 2 times yesterday. And it wasn't even bad weather. That's what I don't get. Like, it wasn't even crazy weather when it did go off. It went off for like 10 minutes and then popped right back on. And then in the middle of the night, probably around midnight, I had been asleep in the tub because that's the only time I really get good sleep. So she will be big hair. She will be. There's no way around it. But I fell asleep, and then when I woke up, all the lights were off again. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I get up, come into the kitchen, get my candle, light it, and as soon as I lit it, boom, it pops back on. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" Yes, yes. Can it be? Uh, I don't know. What can it be before? Like, what? How do I say yours? Oh, seen it before. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, mine flickered twice. Like, well, not even flickered. It went off for a few minutes and then came back on. And again, the weather wasn't even crazy. But I have been seeing a lot of reports that the Texas power grid is not prepared to handle the weather that's coming, and that people need to get generators and stuff because there's a lot of issues. Wait. Okay, Sheila, I fixed it, honey. You should be able to comment now. Well, it's very good to see you, Miss Wendy. Hopefully Sheila could comment now. All right, let me show you why. And this person came on my post and said, all your strikes are false strikes. Someone's allowed to use your content and allowed to use your avatar, blah, blah, blah. Honey, I didn't say no one can use my content avatar. You can't use the entirety of my work, whether it's pictures, videos, streams, artwork. You can't use it. That is when it falls under no longer fair use. What do you not get? But you claim you're in law school and I'm going to lose my channel for false strikes. If they were false strikes, they wouldn't have gone through to begin with. Just saying. Just saying. But I'm about to educate you. You know, the uneducated Siwa, the dumbass Siwa, we're everybody smarter than a Siwa. But I know these basic fucking concepts. Okay, let me help you out here. Put down the alcohol, Brooke. Pay attention. Class is in session. Oh, and by the way, I know why you're so obsessed with the paternity of my daughter now. I know why you're so obsessed with talking about who's the father of my child when me and Keaton both know exactly who's the father of her. There's no question, never has been, never will be. There's no close calls, not anywhere near when she was conceived. So nice fucking try. But as always, there's some truth coming from your camp why you're so obsessed thinking my child belongs to somebody else, isn't there? Is it true or false? Paternity of one of yours might not be who you think, or who your hubby thinks, or who you're claiming as the father. Just saying. And I'll leave it at that. But that explains why you are just constantly making this accusation. One of your kids, actually multiple of your kids, but the one of them that you claim is Jason's is not. Okay. And I saw your little post because it was sent to me. See what post my mugshot. I dare you. I am not going to be the first one to post it. And I'm not going to be the first one that shows it to everybody either. I haven't seen it yet. But from what I've seen so far, this mugshot is not tied to your drunken stream, your drunken arrest. This mugshot is tied to your hubby's mugshot that's tied to a case involving DCFS. Just saying. So if I'm wrong, and if it comes out, now again, we all got these messages. A lot of us got these messages about you because people are so pissed off at you and tired of you going real life on me. But if it comes out that this mugshot is just added to this case number for some random reason, then I'll issue an apology because I don't come on here and claim and try my best to lie and make accusations on you. I don't do that. I don't come in here to say the most egregious, rancid shit about you and tell everybody it's a fact. Okay? I strive to tell the truth. You, on the other hand, fucking don't. You make up the most bullshit ass accusations on me and tell everybody it's a fact. Hey, Coins. Well, they both got mugshots. Again, it's not like we already know she got a mugshot for the officer situation, which again, tell the truth. You did put your hands on a cop. You did. You absolutely did. You can't, the cops didn't just stumble over on their own. They said you shoved them and knocked them off balance, making the officer fall over because they were trying to help Jason get out of the house because you were irate and out of control. But I mean, you even told everybody else you were spider monkeying him and when everything went south. Just saying. Things you spoke on. But I digress. But anyways, if it does come out that those pictures are just added to this case number for some random reason, I will issue an apology and say I was wrong. I don't mind doing that. Here's the thing, like, anytime I've proven you're a fucking liar, Brooke, you never apologize. When I show receipts and proof, you never fucking apologize. You just keep repeating the same story or you make up a new one every fucking time. Every fucking time. You never apologize or say you were wrong. You got it wrong. Nothing. But anyways, let's look at these fair use rules. Can y'all see that? I know it's pretty small screen. Let me see if I can zoom in some more for you. Give me a second. All right. There are 4 factors into fair use. Okay. This is for the idiots in the back on the Drunken Barbie stream that think all my stuff was false striking. Okay. 4 factors. The purpose and character of your use. Now, is she using it for commercial or educational? No, she's using it for stalking, harassment, and bullying. We all know that, right? So, fair use outside the gate for that one. Highly creative. The nature of the copyrighted work. Now, everything on my channel, I created myself. I didn't take it from anybody else's stream. You have played the entirety of my intro video, the entirety of my outro video. You played all my other videos in between that I played that I created myself. You have shown my picture as is, nothing else added to it. You've shown my channel artwork as is, nothing added to it. And you played my stream from beginning to end for 90% of the things I struck. And then the ones that you didn't do beginning to end, only a few minutes were your work. For instance, there's one stream you had that was 1 hour and 22 minutes long, and only 10 minutes was not my stream. Only 10 minutes did not have my stuff up on your screen the entire fucking time. How's that creative? How is that changing anything either? Anyway, nonetheless, factor number 3, the amount of steps of substantiality of the portion taken. For instance, you're only allowed to use a small portion of copyrighted work, which is why everything I did was complete legal strikes. Because you have never used a small portion of anything. You need to be using a small portion of my avatar, a small portion of my artwork, a small portion of my videos, a small portion of my streams. You have never done that. Ever. Ever. You've never fucking done that. We know that. You know that. Quit lying, everybody. So there's your third instance of why they are valid strikes. Fourth, significant impact, the effect on the potential market for the work. As in, does you stealing all my content, has that affected my channel? Could it be when you tell people, hey, y'all, don't go watch Siwa on her video on her channel. Y'all just come over here and watch it here. So that way she don't get any views for it and she don't get no money for it. You don't think I have that recorded all the times? Not all the times, because I'm not a stalker, but the few times you said that, well, a few times recorded. Excuse me. I have a few times recorded. You said it multiple times through the years. You even told people to pay memberships for my channel just so you could take it off my channel and put it on yours. And then when that wasn't good enough, then you were going on this other bullshit platform and stealing it over there, and you're still stealing my content. And then when that wasn't good enough, you were doing it on Zoom to make sure I don't get paid for my fucking work. So please tell me again how what you did was fair use. Please explain to me how you are sitting here thinking anything you did was fair use. So to the idiot lawyer that goes, all you did was false strike. She's allowed to use your stuff. I never said she couldn't use my stuff, but she can't use the majority of it. She can't use it as is, and she cannot sit there and tell everybody just to go watch her for my words, my work, so she could get a dime off of my fucking name. Every freaking check she has ever gotten off of YouTube has been, majority of it, based off of her streaming my content. Where's all the streams of me stealing all her content? You don't see me replaying her content from beginning to end, even half of it, even majority of it. When I have ever played her stuff, I make edits to the original work. For instance, when she's on screen and John's on screen and Dee's on screen and or whoever was on screen with her, I block everyone else out with images I made myself and only showed her little circle, her little square. That changed the original work. That is the shit she should have been doing, but she never did. I've never played her intro videos. I never played her outro videos. I don't even know if she has one at this point. I don't know. I've never told everybody, y'all don't go watch her. Just come over here and you can stalk her over here. So best and fucking believe the strikes I put in are legit. I have nothing to worry about. And this bullshit of taking my income of 2 years. Your secondary income of 2 years, not your main income. Not your main income. This was my main income, and you laughed and giggled and celebrated and cheered it on when Muzz was trying to take mine. You loved every second of it, and then told me to quit crying like a little bitch and take it. And this is what you get, Siwa. That's all your fault. You should have known better. Well, you should have known better because I've given you thousands of warnings. And you can even be humble enough to sit here and come to an agreement to take my shit off your fucking channel. I remove the strikes and you leave me the fuck alone and get your own shit. You can't even do that. You can't even do that. And in fact, you doubled down when it came to my son. You doubled down to stealing my content. All that. You clearly don't give a fuck. You clearly think you are still in the right, and you clearly think that you deserve rights to all of my work. It's my internet. It's the internet. Dadgummit. It's raining. No, it's probably mine. Right, with what she makes at her new job. I mean, her main job. And honey, I don't know if you got fired or not. So all this, oh, I'm gonna get her for slander. She said I got fired. Did I? Did I say I know for a fact you got fired? Because I don't know one way or the other. I don't stalk your life like you do. I don't know if you got fired. I don't care if you did. All I'm saying is yours seem to have all the time in the world dedicated to go extra creepy mode on everybody. Whether it's John on live for 10 hours, Joel's on live for 7 hours, me on live for 3 or 4 hours, it doesn't matter. You're there watching and stalking. And then when you're not copying us or going over us, you're just on there raging into the wind for hours on end. I don't see how you could do that. Like, for one, how do you do that while being an attentive mother? Two, how do you do that while claiming, like, when do you sleep? You can't tell us that you have been out of work on vacation or just given leave or whatever for 2 weeks now. For 2 weeks. I mean, at least since January 1st, you've been doing this. You can't tell us that they've given you that much time off. It looks sus. Just like Momo, when Momo it was starting to stream like for a year straight, or 2 years. I forget how long Momo's been being a bully. Well, on her channel at least. Used to, they would only stream a few hours a day every once in a while, right? Then it turned into they would be up all night long, or they'd be up first thing in the morning, or they'd be doing it during the day, not in the afternoon when she get off work. And I was like, that seems really sus. That's a change in her demeanor. Like, that's something she didn't normally do. I wonder if she got fired. Found out she did get fired. Well, 2 years on her channel, at least. Has it been 2 years since Momo and Timu Teeth? Oh, by the way, new emojis. Y'all, you got Timu Teeth emojis now, like y'all asked. I don't know how long they've had their channel. It's pretty on. I know it's pretty bad sometimes with the audio MTT because I've tried multiple times, and like when I try to listen back for something, I could hear it going in and out. But like I say, I've had issues with my internet since I switched it. It is such a pain in the butt. Yes, Timu Teeth. Oh, you're not a member, Brando, so you can't use it. Can someone that's a member? Oh, there we go. See, Sly's got him. Did it not fix for you? Let me check my messages. Or maybe she doesn't know I'm live. Let me tell her. Yeah. Oh, here, let me show you. For those that didn't see it. Where are we at? Where can I show these images? 1 second. Let me delete some pictures so I can show you. I'm going to show you all the images up close. I think I have. Did I add 3? No, I think it was 3 or 4 images I added, but I did delete any of the emojis that pertain to Jules. All right, let me upload these real quick so I can show y'all up close what they look like. Where are we at? Downloads. There we go. All right. 2, 3. Okay, so here's one of the emojis that I added. Ah, son of a biscuit. Give me a second. Is Sheila here? Oh, Sheila, you made it. Good deal. Yeah, YouTube has been extra glitchy lately. As far as when people get blocked, or when people are like Little Shoes, never been blocked, but I can't see her. Redbird's never been blocked. I can't see her. All right, so there's one of the emojis. Here's the other one, which I'm going to change the font on that because I don't like that. I want to use different font. So I will be changing that. That's just what I did the other day. Then we got Timu Teeth. And then we got Go Away because I feel like she's always trying to look in the doors. And she's always watching. But too bad I couldn't add Bloodshot Eyeball to it. That'd be more accurate. But everybody seemed to really like that one the most. That's funny. That's funny. I mean, that's pretty accurate, but I think it makes Anne look a little too nice. Popping Tom, what? I couldn't find an old decrepit lady to use. Like, honestly, go on Google sometime and type in turkey teeth, and you will see an influx of images like this. Oh, peeping Tom. She would if she could. She totally would try to be a peeping Tom on me if she fucking could. Bless her heart. But I ain't got too much to say. I just wanted to speak on people thinking I was reporting Reddit. No, I wasn't. If I was reporting Reddit, there wouldn't be that Reddit account. Let's be fucking honest about that. With how much shit of mine was taken and put on that channel, if I was to be the one to have been reporting Reddit, it wouldn't exist anymore. It would have been taken down. So you're going to have to look somewhere else if you want to find the blame game, or if you want to play the blame game on who you think was striking everything. But is there anything else I need to address? Any more accusations that were been said before I get going? Because I'm not going to be live anytime soon. Now, on the 11th, she is supposed to be losing her channel. That is not the avenue I wanted. I wanted things for her to chill the fuck out and just take my stuff off her channel. And even when I did that first round of strikes, she just kept it all up there. Like, she kept all the other videos up knowing that I was striking my stuff and I wanted my shit down. So I did the first round and then I left it alone thinking, all right, well, now she'll take down the rest and I won't have to do anything else. Nope, she kept everything else up. And I hear on the new channel, she still has stuff up copying my channel. Now, if I was told wrong, great, but I will be going to the second channel. And if she's still stealing my content as is in the majority of it, I am going to, I am telling you, when I'm fucking done with you stealing my shit to make money off of me, when you've been like, make my life absolute fucking hell, what do you not get about that? But you go ahead and think that you are untouchable and you can do whatever the fuck you want, and I'm not allowed to do anything about my stuff. It's on other places, so she's still doing it. People highlight all her comments. Whose comments? And I wish people would not like tell people where she's at anymore, because that's what she wants. She should go away like nobody should pay attention to her, honestly. That's how she's keeping shit going, is because anyways. But I'll take care of that too then. I mean, does that make any sense? Oh, I lost my channel because I was stealing everybody's stuff. Oh, well, let me go do a second channel. Everybody follow me over here and I'm going to still do the same shit. But you're crying that how dare I do something about what you've done for years? Like I said, you honestly should thank me that you made all those checks off my fucking name and I never did something about it before. But no, you're just a complete asshole. You've never been nice. You never been considerate. You never been like, you should have been fucking grateful I let you get away with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, no, those are the old ones. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 of them are still under review. And then I still have a whole other page of strikes to go through. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikes still waiting to go through because she still can't keep my shit off her channel. Yeah, I have no interest either. Thank you, Adam. It's just a shame she can't even sit there and consider how horrible she's been and attempt to be nice. Because again, let me explain something to you. When Amber and Lita and Christy Marie and all them got together to mass strike me for shit, I humbled myself. I asked for forgiveness. I said, tell me any videos you want down. I'll take them down. I'll never show them again. I will never cover it again. And that was 3 years ago, I think that happened. I humbled myself. I asked for forgiveness and I left it alone. The majority, because all those poolside lives that Amber used to do, I used to cover. I had them on this channel. I used to cover them. Have y'all seen them from my channel ever since? Nope. Sure haven't. Because this channel actually meant something to me. Same with Muzz's bullshit. Even though Muzz, your strikes were fucking false because I only used a small portion of your picture. I did not use it in its majority. I did make edits to it, but it's neither here nor there anymore. But even that, I haven't shown that since. I took down everything that had that picture on there. But this idiot just continues to get shit-faced, continues to go real life, has doubled down on messing with my child, has made more threats on me, has gone lower than she's ever been before, and then begging for sympathy at the same time. And still telling everybody that my strikes are false and that YouTube needs to investigate me for false strikes. Honey, they wouldn't have gone through if they were false. They wouldn't be sticking if they were false. And I didn't lie in my, let me tell you exactly what I said in my copyrights for anybody that thinks I lied to get the strikes. Let me tell you what I said. One second. All right, let me go to some of these that already went through. She should have done, Miss, I'm so educated. You should have educated your ass on what fair use is. Okay. So I said the copyright owner name, me, of course. My full legal name, of course, I put that in there. Your title, job position, what is your authority to make the complaint? It's all my YouTube artwork and images, my entire YouTube stream, and my images. No edits were done to them, which is against TOS. Then given the address, then the URL of the video that she did, and then describe the work allegedly infringed. I put title of copyrighted work, which is, so let's talk about my son claims, because of course she played that too. Type of copyrighted work, my YouTube live stream, and all my original artwork and images. Additional information. This is my YouTube live stream she once again stole. This is all my original artwork and images too, and that doesn't fall under fair use. Also, using my entire stream is against TOS. Where does the content appear? My content that she stole appeared from 7 minutes to 2 hours and 33 minutes. How is that fair use? Only 7 minutes of her stream was not my images, not my stream, not my artwork. Bitch, I didn't have to lie. You're just a fucking idiot. So anyways, then they said, well, they need more information, right? So I said, extra information. YouTube fair use rules are the only exception to using copyrighted work from creators. Those rules state a person can only use small portions of the copyrighted work. This creator has been stealing every live from my YouTube channel, whether it's members or not, and telling people they can give her the views instead to ensure I lose all my revenue. She plays my lives from start to finish, or plays more than 3/4 of each live, which in and of itself is copyright infringement and theft, and therefore against TOS. She also uses all my original artwork that I made specifically for my channel without any edits being made to it. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, phone call from Princess. Okay, back to it. Where was I at? She also uses all my original artwork that I made specifically for my channel without any edits being made to it. So again, that is not fair use. My stream title is already provided for this video, but if you go to the timestamps, you will see my video on her channel almost beginning to end, with only minutes that is added to it. I provided the timestamps already and my content will be shown just like I stated. She's also using my images on her channel too. They are copyrighted images. And then I said, here's the link to my stream that she is playing as her own in its entirety once again and without any edits to my images or artwork, making this not fair use, which they removed it. So, and that's the majority of the streams that, like, everything that I've sent says that. She was just replying, she's saying that this is her members only stream. No, I did not. You have some streams that were my members only, but the majority of your streams were just my streams that you were stealing. But then she goes, I believe my video was taken down by mistake and misidentification. The claimant is stating that her artwork was used when the content that was used was her public live stream. Again, that doesn't mean you can use it as you want. Just like when movies are out on a public domain or anything, they immediately take it down because it doesn't matter if you only use 30 seconds, 40 seconds. It doesn't matter that it was on a public domain. It doesn't matter. Like, it's copywritten. You can't just even, and again, you don't have to pay $60 for you to get rights to your own fucking work. When you create it, you own the copyrights to it. Anyways, I believe my content is covered by copyright exceptions, including fair use, and for the purposes of quotation, criticism, review, caricature, parody, and I don't know what she said. I paused frequently to commentate on the claimant's video and transformed the original video by speeding up the audio and changing the background. You did not change a damn thing. You shared my channel and put it up on yours. That's not changing my stuff. My content is covered by copyright exceptions, including fair use. I swear in a penalty, blah, 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 blah. But again, even if you had changed all my original work, which you didn't, even if you had changed it all, yes, she has used my members only. She's done it a few times. Even if she had changed my picture, my background, any of that, you still can't use the majority of my stream. You still can't tell everybody to just watch your channel, to watch my content so you get the views and you get the revenue to make sure that I don't get anything. Like, you are begging for a civil lawsuit doing shit like that. Begging. Because every fucking stream that you made using my content, every dime you have made using my content, I can turn around and sue you for that. Every fucking cent. God, you're an idiot. Like I said, keep crying victim and crying that you've done fair use and how dare she, and she's lying and she's false striking me. I will gladly walk into a courtroom and show every fucking copyright strike that I sent in, and every single one of them will match up exactly to the proof I sent in that you were stealing from my channel. Every fucking one of them. I don't have to lie to get my strike to go through because I told the fucking truth, because you have been stealing. We all know that about you. Your own subs know you've been stealing my shit for years. Yeah, speeding it up. I changed it so much. You sped it up a little bit and threw it up on your channel. That's it. Again, I showed you the 4 factors in fair use. Every single fucking one of those, she failed. It's good to see you, free tin head. I mean, remember when Rotten Cooch Cream was also stealing my members only and said, I don't care, it's a throwaway channel. And Brooke's like, what a great idea. I'm so glad we could come over here and watch all of it. Like, what? But you're not a thief. You both are fucking thieves. I've become her only focus. And that's the sad thing, is when her life is spiraling, instead of her taking a step back and realizing it, she's just constantly coming at me. It's a shame. Like, everything that she is projecting on is because, I mean, like, everything she's accusing me of, she does. She claims I'm an addict, bitch. I have no problem proving I'm not. No fucking problem. She claims I am a neglectful mother. funny, I'm barely live. And when I am live, I'm not live for 10 hours, 12 hours, getting shit faced, screaming at the top of my lungs, got everybody worst thing in the book with my kid right fucking behind me. I'm not doing that. That's what you're doing. And you do it consistently, not just a one off. You've been live. No, consistently. You have been doing shit like that. I'm waiting for my updates for these others. So by the way, she put in 2 more counter strikes. And I sent in what I needed to. So I'm just waiting for the update on those. But even if those were to get rejected, which they're not going to, even if they were to get, she still has probably like 8 others that were taken down. Hello, Shelly. But anyways, and I like when she does lose her channel on the 11th, which is 2 days away. I'm not gonna celebrate it. I should celebrate it. I should come here and we should just like have a party but I don't take pleasure in taking money away from people and making someone suffer like that. She does, but I don't even take pleasure in that. Everything she's going through right now is fucking karma. And like I said, your little buddies are also stealing my shit. They're also doing the same thing. And again, not using snippets or small portions of my work. They're using the majority of my work just the same. And you can't even warn them that they should not. And how many times have we heard her say, Siwa don't have the balls to strike me. Siwa don't have the balls to stand up for herself. Siwa will never do anything about me taking her stuff. How many times y'all heard her say that? All sympathy went out the window when you messed with my child. And you could sit here and say all you want. I had nothing to do with that. Yes, you fucking did. We know good and damn well you were sitting a bunch of shit. And also, let me read something real quick. The reason me and my son recently fell out, just so you know, is because of her bullshit. Because of Brooke's bullshit. Because Brooke saying, see what your son hates you. And then Amy being in the chat, see what son said this and see what son said that. And her son told me this and her son told me that. What does that make? Would that make anybody think, oh, he's talking to them and telling them bullshit? He's gonna really? So that's been going on for over a year. And again, I've said to many times, son, just please say you don't want to talk about me. If you don't have nothing to say about me, they have nothing that they're not going to involve you in any of this shit, which is what I didn't want. I didn't want him involved in any of this. So that's why I was like, just refuse to speak about me and they won't use anything you say or do. And that's the safest, that's how you could be sure nothing you know what I mean? Anyways, so I heard the claim that I was sending a bunch of things just not threatening him because I don't threaten my child, but cussing him out. Let me explain what happened. I'll read to you what happened. Me telling him December 17th, please just stop talking to Amy about me. I don't understand what's so hard about that. She would not show any messages if you kept saying you refused to disgust me. Disgust me. Why disgust me? Dadgum. He goes, I'm going ghost. I ain't fucking with nobody. Leave me out of this. Again, this has been going on for a year because of Amy's shit. And then on the 19th, I'm sorry the way I've been. Just a lot going on. I love you. All right. So we've been good. So then I sent him a Christmas present. And then I said, I hope you get this. If you need your phone service filled too for Christmas, I'll do that too. Then I tell him how this is when Brooke was doing those streams saying, your son said he hates you and blah, 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 right? So I sent him the screenshots because he said, send me the proof that Amy's involved in this mess because he thinks Amy's been minding her own business and not been anywhere and everywhere running her mouth about me, which we all know she has. So I sent 2 screenshots and I said, these are from 2 different people about the stream that Amy did in Brooke's stream tonight with my enemy saying it came from you and you told her I'm a liar and you know that. I'm not the one lying about what your dad has done to me though, but as long as you want to keep helping this woman you barely know, trash me, might make my life hell just to defend your dad, I can't let you in our lives anymore. It's been one thing after another. I don't stab you in the back and I never help your dad hurt you or your sister, but as usual, it doesn't matter what's done to me. I'm not going to watch that stream and end up hurting myself for more proof to get to you. Thousands of people know I'm telling the truth. She's always talking to you about me for a reason. I don't go into her life messing with her. I don't speak to her enemies and her kids trying to make them fight. I want nothing to do with her and your dad, and I will continue to block anyone feeding them information on me and your sister knowing what they are doing. When you decide to tell the truth about the abuse or hell, just stop talking about me to her and people I never met, let me know. And then he says, well, I'm not going to read that because that's his sensitive stuff, so I'm not doing that. I said, she's telling everyone about the time I tried to take my life not knowing you got my medicine. I don't have secrets from you. If I was guilty of doing anything wrong to you, I would have a record. I don't. Amy hinted about this 4 months ago, which is why I told you what happened. I tried to take my life multiple times because of the shit your dad's done to me. If that makes me a bad mom, so be it. I didn't get married to get beat on and cheated on nonstop, and that broke me. You lying to cover up for him is deja vu. And he says, wish you the best, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into his stuff. So then, on the 21st, he goes, you put my business on the internet telling people about my legal troubles? Did I do that? Or did they do that? Exactly. He goes, play victim, hate on people, be a witch. I don't care no more. If you want to wish bad on me too, when have I ever wished bad on him? But that's the shit that they tell him. If you want to wish bad on me too, then go ahead if that makes you feel better. I'm grown now. I'm going to raise my kids right. Until you got the internet and be the real you I know. Don't contact me ever again. We done for real. And I said, are you effing kidding me? I never did that ever. Amy told them those things. I have fought this shit ever since defending you. And you come at me instead. If you think I did that after everything, then you don't know me. Love how you sell me out nonstop for this random bitch you don't know. She's putting it all out there, not me. I never told a soul what you did. And I say, you're right, though. We are done. Never again am I letting your father or his girlfriend or anyone tied to him mess with me anymore. 20 years I've had your back. He's had it 1 year, and everything I've done for you goes out the window. And you lie to cover for him abusing me, my own son. Your sister doesn't lie for him to others, and she only witnessed it a few times. Yet you all of a sudden have amnesia. You're the one not being real. Enjoy your life. And then he says, don't worry, I'll pay you in cash for everything you've done for me, as if as if that's possible. 20 years of make sure he was fed, make sure he had food, make sure he had clothes, making sure he had things he need. 20 years? Sure. How much would the price range on that be? Just saying. And then that was the end of the conversation. Then on the 26th, if I went to prison, he said to me out of nowhere, if I went to prison to save yourself, it wouldn't matter, would it? I don't know what the fuck that's about. I appreciate everything. You've been playing me like a fool this whole time. Keep that fake love to yourself. You crossed me. I said, I don't even know what you're talking about. He goes, exactly. Take care. And I said, I'm done with this game. You're letting everyone tell you shit. And all of a sudden, I'm the liar. You're done treating me like shit. Enjoy your new fam. And then I said, you put a video out about me? And then I blocked. But nonetheless. So this thing of I was sending him nonstop messages, cussing him out. No. No. That's what I put out there. And him saying, I've got the screenshots of it, makes me believe that he's planning on sharing those with those idiots anyways. So that's what happened. But they wouldn't be able to get in his head like that if they weren't lying to him. I know, but I heard that the video was posted again, and this time the comments are open. And then we got people like Whitney Lee saying, I hope to see what changes for her kids' sake. What changes? What changes do I need to make? Get off YouTube? Okay, who's going to pay the bills when I get off YouTube? You know what I mean? Like, what changes do I need to make? I don't have any other issues outside of that. I can handle all the bullshit that's said when it's not going real life or involving my loved one. That's when it goes too fucking far. But who's doing that to me? Am I doing that to myself? Are they doing that to me? Am I doing all that to them? Hey, Tia. I know, but I don't want people to be thinking that I was just talking a bunch of shit to him and like going to him constantly about bullshit, because I wasn't. I just finally reached my limit after the constant shit of her like, your son said this and your son said that and your son said this and your son said that. That's been going on. And that's been going on ever since Amy came into the YouTube world, which, a year ago now? And I just finally reached my limit because I'm just tired of it. I just wish he had listened and just said, hey, I have nothing to say about mom. I don't hear nothing either. I just wish it, because we would have been fine if that just happened. And by the way, I'm still waiting on the mugshot, so sorry that I don't have it yet. But I'm assuming I'm not going to be the one to get it anyways. Not first. It is a horrible situation. It's heartbreaking, but the truth will come out eventually. It's just, he's just mad right now, which rightfully so. He has the right to be mad. He's in the middle of this shit between me and Amy because Amy has kept him in the middle of it. And he's being told a bunch of shit that's not fucking true. He's being told that I put out all his legal shit. I did not. He's being told that I'm constantly coming at Amy and his dad for no fucking reason. He's being told that my daughter's been begging me for food and I've been yelling at her. Where? Like, we know good and damn well she was not begging for food. We know that. And I wasn't yelling. Like, did y'all tell him how the computer was laying on my chest? I fell asleep after being up all fucking night tending to Cooch's emotional issues? Did y'all tell him that? No, didn't tell him that. Did y'all tell him how Amy is in every fucking stream about me? Give me a second. Give me a few minutes. Princess needs me to call someone to ask a question. 1 second, y'all. I'll unmute while I try to find the number. If you have been going into chat saying this shouldn't be on there and I wasn't talking shit about, I promise. Huh? There's a lot of people who don't assume the worst and understand. You're listening to the ones who will think the worst. Right. I mean, they've been hoping and praying that what he said was true. Like I said, I'm not going to say everything he said was a lie. A lot of it was grossly exaggerated. And that shit hasn't been true for a long time. That he said everything he could think of just to upset me and hurt me because he's upset. It's not the first time he said shit like that. It's not gonna be, probably won't be the last time. It's just anytime he gets upset, that's what he says to me. So, but he knows good and damn well that was from a short time frame in his life and a long fucking time ago. All right, okay, give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna mute real quick and make a phone call. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Well, I mean, like I said, I could easily pull up stuff and prove everything, but I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. And again, I keep hearing people like, see, well, you want people to be attacking your child? Hell no. I don't want anybody to attack him ever, 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 ever. I don't want anybody to say anything mean about him, negative about him. He's not a bad kid. He's never been he's made mistakes when he was younger because he was going through a lot of emotional shit. But just like I've made changes in my life, and that's just a bad patch I went through. But just like I've made changes and leaps and bounds, so has he. But I'm not going to come up here and say all the horrible things he's said and done, and because that's not who he is anymore. I just wish that was a two-way street, but it's okay. Apparently, we all know he felt he needed to say that. We all know that he did that for someone else. He said, all right, I should be good right now. Who would he be talking to? And he just kept repeating the same thing over and over and over, like he was told exactly what to go on and speak about. But if he was told the truth about what Amy's been doing, best believe he wouldn't have done that. Once Brooke knew she had access to someone close to your son, she's been on cloud nine ever since. Right. Exactly. She's been on cloud nine ever since. She's been involving, like, she's been going, how long has she been going real life on me? Honestly. Tia, that's not talking shit, honey. You're well within that is completely fine because it shouldn't be. But yeah, but meanwhile, her ex-husband and his loved ones are wanting to speak on her and tell all her secrets. Am I on cloud nine about that? No. When Maria's daughter wrote that letter about her, not once, not twice, but 3 times her daughter has said shit about her. Was I ever on cloud nine about that? No. Now, I know they say that I read that letter. I've never read that letter. I've never shown that letter except the one time Maria asked me to put that letter in a video because it had just been released and she wanted me to put out her side of the story before anybody else had a YouTube channel. I was the only one that had the YouTube channel outside of John at that point. So she asked me if I would do a video to share her side and her thoughts about it and why that letter happened. That channel, that was back before I ever did a live stream. She wanted me to do that, but ever reading that letter out of revenge never happened. Never fucking happened. Because I'm not going to be on cloud nine for that. I think it's completely heartbreaking when there's an issue between the mother and child and YouTube world is interfering with that and keeping it messed up. I don't take pride in that. I didn't take pride in it when Jen and her kids fought. I don't take pride in that. That was the saddest fucking situation ever. Heartbreaking situation. I still hope and pray that it could be fixed between Jen and her kids. I heard where Jen said that she had spent Christmas alone and that shit's, I'm going to cry. Why am I going to cry for Jen? That she had spent Christmas alone and only spent it with Clint. Because, you know what I mean? Like, that shit's sad to me. I can't imagine not having any family there for Christmas. And it being Christmas and knowing that these restraining orders are in place and her daughter's not with her anymore, like that's just heartbreaking. I don't take pride in that. They do. I know he'll come back to me. And here's the thing, this whole, oh, we're going to play that video on loop. Go ahead. And then when me and him make up, cuz we will, we always do, we always will. When me and him make up and he gives me the link permission to strike your ass, I will. So go ahead, do it. Keep begging for it. Well, it's been something that's just been on my mind constantly for ever since it happened. And then hearing that the video got re-uploaded again, but this time the comment section is open. And did anybody go in there? Like only one person went in there and spoke about how fucking messy Amy has been and what that side has been saying about his sister. Like, do you know he would blow a gasket if he knew that these assholes were trying to say that his sister was because of DW? He would lose his fucking mind on everyone if he knew they were talking shit about his sister and making that accusation. Like, y'all want to see him mad? Let him find out y'all been doing that. And the fact that even Keaton's cool with them doing that when like I said, there's no question of paternity. Never has been, never will be. These assholes are the only ones trying to spin that shit. They're the only fucking ones trying to put that out there. Unlike Brooke, I don't need to question my kid's paternity. And I know you're going to lose your shit. How dare you? Give me a second. All right, y'all, give me a second. I'm gonna make some hot chocolate real quick. And Summer, thank you for doing that because I saw your comment. Now I haven't looked at it since yesterday, but I saw your comment. Thank you for telling the truth. But you were attacked. Why were you attacked? What were they saying? That she's not around and they're not saying that shit about my child? Because they definitely are. Sometimes it's hard to not get mad. I wouldn't be so mad if he wasn't speaking like it's still true or that's something that's happened in the past few years because that's not true. That was back when my health was really, really fucking bad and the depression was really, really fucking bad. And I was struggling. I told y'all I made a lot of mistakes as a mom and I wasn't always the best mom, but just to act like that's been true for recently, hell no, ain't been true. And it will, Barbie. I know it will. Because Brooke has issues with her kids now that she's still doing today. You know what I mean? Like everything that she can bring up about me is going to be old news. You know what I mean? It's not going to be anything recent. It's going to be things I could easily prove. Like every step, not true, not true, not true, not true, not true, right? But her, she can't. She can't prove she's not a drunk. She is. She can't prove she's not a stalker. She is. She can't prove that she doesn't put this YouTube above everything else in her life. She does. I can't relate. Like you're talking about me from 8 years ago, maybe. You're not talking about anybody I've been at any time, like in a long fucking time. And like I said, even the stuff that was accurate was grossly exaggerated. But that's fine. I got a couple of notifications that they were disagreeing with me. I don't care. And of course, they are lying, acting like they were just concerned and wanted to raise money for my. They don't need to raise. As if I would take money from them to begin with. You know what I mean? As if I would take money from them to begin with. She has insurance. She don't need shit from any of them. She cannot get braces until she loses all her adult teeth. I mean, her baby teeth. Which she's got, I think, one left. So it's coming. It's soon, but it's not. We're still not there yet. That's hot. I think I made it too hot. Put some creamer. Well, I hope you just kept with the truth, Summer, and I appreciate it. I really do. And I wish this community would just back the fuck away. Like, I don't care your views on me. And if you think this is the best thing ever, back away. Stop trying to make the divide so much worse between me and my child. But yeah, they just care about her. That's why they were gonna try to get her taken away from me. That's why they called CPS with bullshit allegations 2 times in a row to try to get her taken away from me. That's why they said they were gonna take her away and put her with Keaton and Amy. No. Like, this man admitted he put his hand on one of his kids. But oh yeah, let's let him around. No, hell no. Not anytime soon, at least. Not with Amy Brown either. Hell no. She's fucking crazy. In my opinion, she's fucking crazy. And seeing the divide that she's caused between me and my son with her bullshit ass lies. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to make some hot chocolate. I don't drink coffee or anything, but I do like some hot chocolate in the morning. Hey, William. I just hope your son focuses on what he is good at. He should upload playing music. He's very good at music. How'd y'all know he's good on the guitar? He's very good at music. And when he was younger, he started making beats. And it was used to be, I have one of the cutest videos where he's making beats on his iPad and Princess is dancing around to it. She was like 3 years old. And that was like, that's still to date my favorite video of them two. It was the cutest thing ever. But I told him back then that he's talented. He's really got a shot at, either being a DJ or creating music. Like, he's really good at it. And I even went to, like, he always kept saying he wanted to live in California and be a DJ. So I went on, I think I was just on Google and I found a picture of the beach. Ventura, I think what's that beach right there in California, that really famous beach? I forget. Anyways, that really, Venice Beach? Yeah, Venice Beach. Okay, because that's one of the things he says he wants to see. And he's been saying that since he was like 6 years old. So I got a picture of that. I went to Walmart. I printed it out, like a huge poster of it. And I put a message at the bottom of the poster saying that I believe in him. He's very talented. He can do anything he sets his mind to. Like, I went and created that poster and I put it above his bed just as motivation for him to stick with it. And just as a reminder that I'm proud of you. You've got this, stick with this. You're very good. But I did that back when he was probably 8 or 9 years old. And then he stopped being interested in music for a while because things went south for a few years. We know, like I said, that Facebook account with all those pictures came from that rough time span. And again, that is why we butt heads all the time, because of that shit right there. But that is stuff in the past. And who was always judging him for those videos and images though? Huh? Momo, Brooke, and they were the ones that were always talking shit about him, not me. But anyways, he got out of the music scene. He was no longer interested in it. But in the past year, he got back into the music scene. Like, he started being interested in it again. So for Christmas, I got him a really nice tablet so he could do his music again. I also I was going to do a hoodie and then shit went south. But I was also going to get him a hoodie with his friend's picture on it. But like I said, then things went south. But anyways, I got him a new tablet, and it wasn't like a cheap one. It was an expensive fucking tablet, and I got that for him so he could do his music again. He really could. I mean, he's very good at making music. He's always been really good at it. He's always been good musically. Like he's been musically inclined, and it runs in my side of the family because we were all in band. We always excelled in band. My dad was the first one and he was trumpet and he excelled at it. Then my brother did baritone and he was first chair. I did trumpet and I was first chair. We all did marching band. We're all musically inclined. So it definitely runs in the family, but he lost sight of it for a long fucking time, but he recently got back in it. So like I said, I've tried to be supportive of that. And I hope he sticks with it. I really do. Because I know music makes him happy and it's a healthy outlet. Yeah, I've never been a drinker of coffee. Hey Rose, how are you? Good morning. We're just chit-chatting, hanging out. Oh wait. Sorry, I'm a few comments behind. The same little ones that step on your feet grow big and step on your heart. Tuh, ain't that the fucking truth? But it'll get better. I know it will. I just don't understand them celebrating this issue. I don't get it. And you could clearly tell from that he was just trying everything he could to hurt me in that video. But it'll come out eventually that the majority of that's not accurate and not true. But here's the thing. If Broke's daughter were to come on here, the one that doesn't live with her, were to come on here and do a video saying how much she hates her mother and can't stand her and all this shit, you're not going to see me sharing the video and cheering it on and how great this is and let's see what we could do to make it much worse between them. And no, you're not going to see me doing that. Just like when Jen and her kids were fighting, I kept telling them that I hope they work it out and that they shouldn't be here and listening to what Jen says. Yeah, he's, like I said, he's very good at guitar. We're going to have a little talk about this no coffee thing. I hate coffee. Always have. I've only drank it. I drank when I was younger. I drank black coffee because I was testing it. I almost about threw up. It was so disgusting to me. And so then over the years, when McDonald's started doing the coffee and adding all that bullshit to it that's supposed to make it so sweet and so good, I tried it and I can't stand the aftertaste. It's the taste of coffee at all. I can't stand it. And no matter what you add to cappuccinos or whatever, no matter what you add to it, you're still going to have that aftertaste, which is what I despise. So nobody will ever get me to liking coffee. I don't care what you do to it. Well, you shouldn't be drinking no Starbucks. You know what Starbucks has done? Y'all should be boycotting Starbucks, okay? Pink drink, don't judge me. What the hell is a pink drink? McD's coffees taste burnt to me, even the iced coffee. I've never drank Starbucks in my life, ever. I've never had a Starbucks drink, and I don't plan to anytime soon. The things I need is Dr. Pepper or sweet tea or hot chocolate. That's it. Let me check something real quick. Still waiting to hear back on these counters. The counter strikes that she sent in. If we get one more, well, like I said, I don't even think she could do anything. Don't go there. Don't be ruining our few joys left. Sorry. Pink drink, it's a strawberry flavored iced drink with some caffeine. So like water or something? Like the Crystal Light flavored, that type of stuff, or more? Like, I don't know. I know a lot of people go crazy over Starbucks. The only thing I would have ever been tempted to try would be that pumpkin drink that everybody goes crazy over in the fall. But I have never done that either. I don't get paying $8 to $10 for coffee. That's where you lose me. Let's see something. So, what did Jen say? I heard that Jen was on Titty Lens last night and talking a bunch of shit. And then I saw in Joel's chat how people said that Penelope and them were used to fight, but now they're covering for each other. Are you telling me that Penelope is back in good graces with Drunk Stalker and Momo after all that mess? Like, please tell me you're joking. Google it later. I'll just Google it right now. Oh, okay. That actually looks really good. Let's see. What is it made of? The Starbucks pink drink isn't made with swirly clouds, unicorn tails, and Instagram likes. It combines the coffee chain, strawberry acai, refresher beverage, and creamy coconut milk. It's garnished with freeze-dried strawberries for a punch of berry flavor. It actually looks really good. But I still wouldn't pay $8 for it. Well, Sly, that's what I saw in Jules' chat where they're like, Penelope and them were going to sell each other out, but now they're back to protecting each other. I used to be like that, but now I'm 8:59. That's all for this delicious joy my day. Don't judge me. I hate Starbucks and I won't pay a high price for it. We were supposed to be boycotting it because of the involvement with Palestine. And I heard someone's trying to take the claim that they started the freeze-dried Starbucks. Dadgummit, the freeze-dried Skittles. Dadgum, how do you do a freeze-dried Starbucks? Anyways, I'm pretty sure that I'm the one that started that. Well, not started the freeze-dried, obviously, but like in our community mentioning how good it is. I'm glad that everybody else is getting into it, though. I wonder why the positive comments are being removed from my son's video. They're removing the comments. That's not my son. He would not remove those comments. If they're over there telling the truth, that's not him. I don't believe that for a second. I live off of coffee and blueberry Red Bulls. I make my own coffee in the morning, though. Blueberry Red Bulls. I didn't even know they had that. Like, they're really deleting the positive. What positive comments are being deleted? There we are, Randy. There you go. Hello. As a son of a narcissistic mother, you are displaying all the signs of one, focusing on the material things and airing out his business. He did not say he hated you in his video. I don't believe. I didn't say he said he hated me in the video. I said if Brooke put out a video, or Brooke's daughter put out a video stating that, I wouldn't be celebrating it. But Randy, since you're here, I saw your comments that saying that the strikes were false and that Brooke's allowed to use my stuff. You are one, but the way you've handled this, that's your opinion, dear. But you think that the strikes are false because she's allowed to use your content. No, she's not in its entirety, not the majority either, and which is what she's done. She's used the majority of everything I've done on this channel. You can't do that. No matter what you add to it, you still cannot use the majority of anybody's work. Which means fair strikes. But I've aired out all his business. Really? What did I air out that's his business? What all his business are you talking about? You mean where I read the few messages about why me and him got in a fight recently? You know, the ones he alluded to saying that I was just sending pages of comments just cussing him out for no reason, and I was explaining that what actually happened. But what business of his did I air out, please? Please explain. Go ahead. Type in the chat all his private business that I aired out. There's no comments available. A I fell asleep, but they were trying to torture Jules last night. She was minding her own. They still had it. That's what they do. None of them know how to just focus on something else or someone else. Like, they shouldn't even focus on anybody. They should just think of their own shit to talk about. You timed them out? Oh, shucks. Here, I'll drop the link. Randy, why don't you come up here and speak? Tell me what I aired out and what's so wrong with how I handled this situation that these assholes have created and used and gloated and have shouted out and have doubled down on and have everybody go look at this video and blah, blah, blah. I'll wait. Narcissistic, huh? Bless your heart. I don't think narcissists own up to their mistakes. I don't think narcissists still show love even when they're being stabbed in the heart practically. I don't think narcissists still plead for someone not to get revenge on him or speak negatively about him in any way and still speak about my love for him. I don't think narcissists sit here and say that it's all his fault and I've done nothing wrong. Like, well, narcissists would say that. Narcissists would say it's all his fault. I've done nothing wrong. I'm perfect. I made no mistakes in life. That's not what I did. You want to see a narcissist? Go back to your stalker friend. Nobody thinks it's him. But, I mean, what was the point? Well, I don't know. I don't know one way. I can't say for sure it's not him. But I do think that he's definitely being messed with and told lies to get him upset. And they're covering for Amy and how involved she is and how much shit she has been doing. Good morning, Seleners. Come on, Randy. I dropped the link. You gonna come up? Come speak to the narcissist and tell me how I'm such a narcissist and how you and what I've done is wrong and how you would have handled the situation. That's what I think so too, Tinhead, but I can't say for sure. I do think she put him up to it. And like I just got curious and I stumbled upon the video of my sister begging for food, which again didn't happen, but where'd you stumble across it? Because it was deleted immediately from my channel. So where'd you stumble across it? Exactly, you were sent it. And they didn't even tell the truth about it. Ratchet has become unhinged. Well, I have a feeling it's going to get much worse, because the things we are finding out are not good. And like I said, for those that are just joining, she's demanding that I post her mugshot and call me Liar Moon, as she always does, and post it, Steve. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. No. But all that shit, like I said, if I find out that there isn't a new mugshot, I'll issue an apology. I'll retract what I said. I don't have no issue doing that because I don't set out to come on here and lie about her. What was on Reddit? And for those that are just joining too, because I know I started this stream about an hour and a half ago, and I know it's super early for y'all and on the West Coast. Oh, is it that bad, Jazz Hands? That's crazy. It's crazy to think she could get worse. It's fucking crazy. Never thought that'd be possible. No, Coins, you did nothing wrong. He's been talking shit. He's been trying to come on my the live where I fell asleep. Oh, see, like I said, that computer was right on my chest. I didn't know what I was saying. I was still half asleep when I responded, and I only was like, I don't know, because she had asked the same thing over and over and over. That's it. There was nothing wrong with my response. Here, you want to be a narcissist? Here. There was nothing wrong with my response saying, I don't know, because I was being asked the same question over and over and over. Y'all act like I was like, get the fuck out of here. Or that would be understandable, this outrage of how I responded. I was still half asleep. I didn't know what she was saying, but I said, I don't know. I've never had streams where I've fallen asleep ever before that day. And I didn't fall asleep because of any other reason but being on Zoom all fucking night long. And the only reason I went live after that is because I was like, if I go to sleep now and only sleep for an hour or two, I'm going to feel worse. So I might as well just stay awake, get through the day, and then I'll go to sleep at a decent time tonight. So I went live because Princess was still asleep when I went live. That stream started like at 6:00 in the morning. So when I started, she was sound asleep. When y'all heard her come in was because she had just woken up. So no, I was asleep for 2 hours while she was up just doing whatever, and I was just siding asleep. No, she had been asleep. She only came and asked what I was going to order that night to make with the potato, because I told her I was going to order stuff to cook that day. We had talked about it the night before, about I wasn't going to cook it yet because I need to get stuff to go with it. And then so when she woke up, she's like, "What are you going to order?" I was like, "I don't know yet." Absolutely. I stayed up helping a very ungrateful friend. I don't know why Randy won't just click the link. Come on, Randy. You got all that to say? You should, Randy, if you're still here, you need to rewind so I could teach you about fair use and the factors that go into what makes something fair use and not fair use. Mr. I'm going to law school, I'm studying. That should be like, I've never been to law school, and that's just basics. She is 12, yes. And again, I bought over a dozen of Dunkin' Donuts the day before because we were just craving something sweet. So I bought Dunkin' Donuts the day before. So that's what she had for breakfast. She wasn't starving and she wasn't asking for food. She was only awake like 30 minutes when I woke up and into the stream. And then, like, that's it. There was nothing else to it. There is no perfect parent. But see, I own up. I've made a lot of mistakes in the past. I've owned up to that I didn't do good job at protecting them. I've owned up to not always being, I don't know. I've owned up to making a lot of mistakes. But to try to say that shit is true or has been true in the past years is not. That's not fucking true. But Miss Stalker wants to act like she's a great parent when we see her losing her mind every day. Hey, Miss Lisa. Every single day, she's losing her mind, raging, threatening. She's broken laws multiple times based off her stalking obsession with me. Calling a hotel, pretending to be me to find out what room I'm in so you could put it on a stream, to have people go at me and threaten they're going to do shit to me. That's illegal. Saying that you were going to call and get $2,000 worth of room service sent to my room knowing I was already struggling to pay the $400 a fucking night is fucking illegal. You told everybody again, you said you're going to turn me into IRS when I already showed that I did not claim my son on my taxes last year. I absolutely fucking didn't. But he still went with us on vacation. I had to take out a loan just to pay for that extra. Like, it took me months to pay back all that money that I borrowed just to make sure that he could go on vacation with us. I went in debt over that, but it was important because it was family vacation and I wanted him with us. But Brooke still wants to say that she's going to try to turn me in for claiming him when I already showed I didn't. Oh, that's right. Okay, well, Jules, I hope you celebrate when she loses her channel in 2 days. And celebrate all they want on that channel, because she keeps playing our shit. We're just going to all strike it and you're going to start over again. Like, do you understand that she's already in violation of her rules as a nurse just from what she did to Jules? Please let's dissect. Let's investigate this, right? Jules was at her lowest moment. Trigger warning, we're speaking about, we know what happened, right? Jules was at her lowest moment. She thought Brooke, who is a nurse, would care. Brooke, who has been a friend, faked being a friend for years, she thought if she was at the end of her life, that Brooke would let all the bygones be bygones. She says she's writing Glenwood and DW. She let her. She's done that many times. She has done that many times. Hey, Brooke, maybe you could send some nudes. Like, they've done that many times. But I hope, please give me the link of that. Oh, really? Well, then why is she crying about her channel? She's making thousands every day in cash apps. Why are you crying? Seems like it worked out in your favor. So what are you upset about? The bullshit. But so Jules sent that picture to Brooke, thinking Brooke of all people would care because they've been friends and she's a nurse, right? And again, since she is a nurse, she is a mandated reporter. You are supposed to report that if someone's making threats to end their life. And that's what Jules was doing, as we know. And so she sent that picture to Brooke, thinking this will stop it, because there was Titty Lamb was doing a hate stream on on Jules, and just saying the worst kind of things possible. I know. And so Jules was at her breaking point, sent that picture to Brooke, thinking this will, this is my last plea for help. This is my last plea for, just for them to let up a little bit. But no. That's not what happened. What did Brooke do? Immediately send that picture to Heidi, to Titty Lynn, to anybody who was mad at Jules. That's where Brooke sent that picture. Heidi was posting it on her Instagram account. Terry Lynn was posting it on the YouTube stream that was called Bottom Bitch, going at Jules. Like she used it as more ammo. Do you know how big of a violation that is as a mandated reporter? 1, you didn't report it. 2, you used it as ammo to go at that person harder. 3, you participated in that person being drove to the edge, almost taking their life. And 4, like, you didn't make any phone calls to try to stop it, or you didn't even respond showing sympathy or empathy, not one fucking time. You can't do that as a mandated reporter. Also, I still have the stream where you admit to knowing that Jeffrey Paschal did something to a girl in Gatlinburg, and you didn't say shit about that either. And I know you're like, well, I didn't know. And what was I supposed to do? You flat out said that you knew that he had art a girl in Gatlinburg, and you didn't do shit about it. You didn't report it. In fact, you stayed being nice to him even after all that. You only turned against him and started talking shit about him when he got convicted and got that charge. That sentencing, like, even when that trial was going on, she was in the comments defending and saying that he was innocent, and I can't believe they're allowing her to say these things, and this should be hearsay. And she thinks she's some legal advocate for anything, like she knows better than judges and lawyers who actually do that for a fucking living. But you were still having his back and defending him until he got convicted and got that sentence. Only then did you finally be like, I'm against it. Like, I'm sorry, but if since you did all that gay bashing of Clark and saying how a married gay man should live, I'm sorry, but as a married woman, you shouldn't have been entertaining going to Jeffrey Paschal's house when he was flirting with you. You should have blocked him the second he started hitting on you, but you didn't. You kept it going till he got sentenced. You kept talking to him. Right. Remember, I could pay a person, they'd keep me on. Like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't want to work for a hospital that would defend a nurse K-ing a patient. I mean, that's disgusting. I still have the screenshots of her being in that trial, trying to get, to preach Jeffrey's innocence and all that shit. But then again, when you did the stream and you were up there with Heidi and John, and they were all speaking about it on the members only, I still have it. But when they were all speaking about it, only then is when you alerted everyone that you knew he had done something in Gatlinburg. Hi, Randy. Give me a second. 1 second, Randy. Only rules are don't dox, don't threaten, and don't use my son's name. Anything else? Good to go. 1 second. I gotta make sure you're not gonna do anything wrong. Hello.
So,
Hi.
hey,
So,
so,
what would you have done in this situation?
well, I mean, it just really matters, how you hold yourself together. It is. You are a narcissist. I mean, that's just the way that it
Well,
works.
that's your opinion.
No, I mean definition, narcissist.
Okay, please explain how.
I mean, if you say that your kids owe you because you provide for them, they don't.
Owed me?
They
When
don't.
did I say he owed me?
I mean, you said that multiple times. Like
When did I say he owed me? Owed me what?
you don't say oh, but it's always you are entitled to something.
Entitled to what? Be specific. I mean, you seem to think that you can diagnose me and shit. Be specific. What did I say they owed me? What did I allude to him owing me?
You said that he could never pay you back in 20 years for all of what you've done.
Because he said, I'll pay you back for everything you've given. I said, even if I wanted, he couldn't do that. You can't pay a mother back for doing all those
You
things. It's
wouldn't.
not
You
as if
shouldn't expect it. You're the
I don't. I don't. Did
parent.
I say you better pay me back for everything? No, never, never, ever. I've never asked that kid for a damn thing back, and I wouldn't. I'm happy when I can help him out when he needs help. It makes me happy to.
But that's not what you said.
What did I say then?
I just told you.
Me saying that he couldn't even pay me back even if he wanted to?
Yes.
That's not me saying that I demand it or request it or want it. That's me
I
saying
mean,
that you can't pay a
you
mother back for being there for you all that time. And I never asked for it. I wouldn't.
but if you can't pay you back for it, then you're saying it's owed. You saying that he still has to provide you something.
Did I say
Yeah,
that he
you
could
said
provide me, that he owes me shit and that he can?
But if he can't pay you back in 20 years, that means he still owes you.
He's the one that mentioned it, said that I'll pay you back for everything. And I said, you can't even do that if you wanted to.
Okay, exactly. Even if he tried, you wouldn't. He could never pay you back for the amount that you've done. So obviously, you think you've done way more.
Don't even know what you're talking about at this point. I'm not the one that said you owe me and you need to pay me back. I've never said that. Never will say that.
Well, you're also reading his text messages publicly that talk about very private things, and it's just very demeaning to people. I just don't think you should do that. And
You're right. I probably shouldn't do that.
yeah,
But I don't need people going around. I don't need it. If it wouldn't be, I wouldn't even feel the need if these stalkers wouldn't be using these things to just say, I don't know, them to go around and say that, oh, she was constantly threatening him or she was constantly sending messages cussing him out, when that's not true. I've pleaded for a year. Please, when Amy goes to you to speak trash about me, just say, I don't want to hear bad things about my mother. I don't want to talk about her. I've been pleading for that for a year. But after the past 2-3 months, when it's been nonstop, he said this and he said this and he said this and he said this coming from Amy, that's like, you know what? I just can't. This is not fair. That this is not okay. She keeps putting you in the middle of it. It's clear that boundaries are not going to be put up. So let's just not talk right now. Which I'm allowed to take a break. He's allowed to take a break. He's allowed to vent his frustrations. I'm allowed to vent my frustrations.
I mean,
I was telling him not to speak to her because I didn't want him put in the middle of it.
right, but you just got done telling everyone how you bought him a tablet that was very expensive. So obviously you do want to tell everybody that you are monetarily providing for him to show that he owes you.
He doesn't owe me for that.
But you the way that you said it does.
Because I'm just showing that I still want to show him support and I'm still supporting his dreams of doing music.
But why bring it up?
And also to show that we were fine as of 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. But why bring it up? Why smear it? Why?
Because the allegations that I don't get help out with anything and I've never done any, and Amy's been taking care of everything and I just keep all his money to myself. And like, who's the one that's been saying that I owe him money? Just saying. But nonetheless, it's that narrative that is just not true.
Randy.
He muted for some reason.
Yes. Sorry, I don't want you to hear background stuff going.
What is your issue with Siwa?
I mean, she's constantly putting people on, private, things on the internet that she shouldn't. And
Okay, but she's not. Well, that's your opinion. Her son put a video out there of personal things that has gone on in their life, and she is here responding to said video. It's not like she just come up here and just started doing this out of nowhere.
I think
and Siwa is not the let me speak for a second.
Yeah.
Siwa is not the only one that is putting people's personal stuff out there. There is a reason that all of this is happening. Have you not watched any other creator that's talked about this?
I mean, a lot of people constantly put private things on, but why do it then? Why don't you go to him and have a conversation with him first, and then
I've had many conversations with him about this.
We could say the same thing to Siwa's son. Why couldn't he come to her before he put this very damaging video out there?
Whose example did he learn from?
I don't know. I don't know the boy.
I understand.
I don't know him, and neither do you. So we can't judge because we don't know. We weren't there. All we know is what is the small bits that are put on the internet. That's all we know. And you make your conclusion upon that. And sometimes the conclusion that you come to is not the right one. Because a lot of things have been put out there about me too. These people don't know me and they don't know my life.
I understand.
From this happening to me, I can only imagine what's happened to Siwa and all these other people. So go ahead. I'll let you speak.
Yeah, the thing that I want to get across is people would not criticize all of you as much if you would keep some of your private businesses private. If you put it on
I don't put any of my personal life online. None. Nobody knows anything about me and my family, my children. Nobody knows anything about that. But they've lied, and because I haven't said anything, they've lied and come to their own, so
but
I can put anything out there. So there's that.
What I'm getting at is if you want to put private things in a public forum, you're going to be judged.
Okay, let me stop you here. I didn't put out these horrible situations all these times. The stuff about the essay, no, you haven't been around. I didn't put out the stuff about the essay first. They did. I didn't put out the stuff about Keaton first. They did. I didn't put out the stuff involving my son first. They did. Me responding and clear my name because they're trying to go legal and they're trying to get me arrested and they're trying to get my child taken. I'm going to clear it up because it's factually not fucking true. And if they're trying to make it get worse and worse and worse, and if I can show my receipts and my proof to make it clear that these are not accurate, I'm going to do so before it gets worse and gets even more out of control.
None of that's going to happen. Don't just try not to put so much private things online, and people won't constantly make their own judgments about you.
Randy, when I don't share private stuff, they go digging and find more private stuff that I don't share. There's so many instances of them putting stuff out there that I haven't shared. None of the stuff, the majority of the stuff they say about me is not stuff I've shared.
You can only control your actions. You can't control other people's actions.
Exactly. And that's again, Siwa doesn't put stuff out there, they go digging for it. I don't talk about my life and my children and my family, and they make up stuff. So it's.
But her action.
Let's go
her
back to
action
you
was
saying
a
that
lot.
Siwa is. Let's go back to you saying that Siwa is a narcissist because she said that her son owed her something. That's not what she said. You twisted her words. She was talking about, yes, you did. She was talking about her son and her son saying, I'll pay you back for everything. In the heat of the moment when he was upset, he said, I'll pay you back for everything you've ever done to me. You know how children are. And she is saying he could never do that. A mother's love, the things that a mother does for their children, there is not a price tag on that.
Right. You cannot
There's
put
not
a
a price
price
tag on it.
on
It
raising your
cannot,
child and being there every
exactly.
step of the way.
You cannot put a price tag on a mother's love and the things that a mother does for their children. It could never, there's not a price tag on it, and it could never be paid back. That's what she was saying. She wasn't saying, oh, and you twisted it and said that you said that she said that he owed her something, and that's not what was said.
I disagree, but I mean,
And that's
I have a mother that constantly says the same exact type stuff where she'll always want to bring up stuff from the past, constantly saying how all this stuff that she's done for me, and how, you know, it's just you. A lot of times parents.
So you're comparing your relationship with your mother to Siwa and her son.
A lot of parents want to judge their kids because it's easier to judge them because you've experienced it.
I've judged him?
Yes.
How did I judge him?
Oh, wow.
I don't put blaming him at all for that video. I mean, some literally just a little bit, but
you
I don't judge him. I know he's coming from a place of anger and a place of him being upset because I put up boundaries, and a place of him being fed bullshit that's not true, and him thinking that Amy's not been involved in any of this and she's just minding her own business. And I'm just up here just saying the worst things about her possible when that's not fucking true. She's been involved every step of the way for over a year straight. A lady that's never met me, never will meet me, that doesn't know anything about me. All she do is repeat fucking stories. So that I don't judge him for that. I've never said he's a bad person because he's not a bad person. He's made mistakes in life like I've made mistakes in life. He's made things he's done things he regrets just like I've done things I regret. That's not judgment. That's understanding, because none of us are perfect. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect. He deserved a better life. I've said 1,000 times. I failed him. He deserved a better life. He deserves so much more in life. I couldn't give him what he deserved.
I've heard that many times come out of Siwa, but I myself, I have grown children, and they're doing their own thing, living their own lives, and I don't judge them for anything that they do. Which I'm not a very judgmental person in the first place, but my children are the last people that I would judge. And if you're comparing your relationship with your mother to Siwa's relationship with his son. But you did. You said that that's exactly what you said.
I'm telling you how people because you were using all the mother love stuff that is bogus. But
bogus.
Yes.
Bogus. Does your mother not love you, Randy?
Who knows?
Have you not experienced love from your mother? You think that no mother loves their children? It's bogus. Bogus.
Trying to use it as a shield, sure.
A shield? How?
Yes. Saying that you can't be judged by, or you can't be talked bad about because you're going to go live. You're going to go live. Hold on. I don't talk when you're talking. You're going to go live whenever you're talking about this, and then you're going to get upset when someone calls you out for it. And then instead you use I'm just a good mother shield. It's just not a good.
I'm
a good mother shield.
Not us. I never have I ever said that I am a good mother and I should not be judged for that.
Well, Siwa does.
Come on.
That was the whole thing you just said. Well, no,
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That's not what I said at all.
Yes, you did, hun.
At all. I did. How? I said that Siwa said that her son could never pay her back for all the things that she has done for him. How is that being used as a shield?
But the point is, why is she even saying that? Like, that's
Because
their
he
business.
mentioned it.
Because he
Well,
brought
why
it up.
don't you call your son, dude?
Yes.
Why are you?
How do you know that she
talking
hasn't?
about
How do you know that she hasn't?
Start talking stuff whenever you like. It just looks bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whether it looks bad or not, that does not mean that she has not tried to reach out to her son behind the scenes.
Okay.
Listen. I just want to say, I have an abusive father, right? My mother
Don't
did
tell
not.
them that because they'll use it against you.
My mother did
I'm
not.
not using nothing against you, Randy.
My mother did not once shit talk him because she didn't want me, because he was abusive with her, but not me. She did not want me to judge my father. And then,
Okay.
but that's what CY's son was trying to say. Like, all CY does is shit talk his father online.
That's not true. That is not
That's
true. I know
true,
he
honey.
said that, but that's not true. Every time he has cut his father out, he did it because Keaton breaking his promises to him on their own because of their relationship. I've always tried to have them have a relationship and work through their problems. Every time he said, Mom, I think I'm going to talk to Dad again. I'm like, well, whatever you need to do, I stand behind you. But please be careful.
Why are you even telling me this, though? Why are you even telling me this?
Because you're making accusations.
Because you're talking about it.
But
So
that
she's
is
responding
not
to
my
you.
business.
Why don't
I'm
you
only
and then I respond and tell you what fucking happened. You're like, why are you telling us this? You're bringing it
No
up.
one asked in the first place.
Girl,
No
why are
one
you trying to cover
asked.
your voice? That is the fakest fucking voice I've ever heard.
You went
Just
online.
speak normally.
You went online
Shut up.
reading text messages about private conversations, and then you don't understand when people get upset about it.
If you're upset about it, you don't have
Did
to
you
watch.
hear or not hear him allude to? I have
I can
screenshots
watch
of my
whatever I
mom
want.
cussing me out and saying this and saying that.
I didn't cuss you out.
Did he share them, though?
He said in the video, I have screenshots of my mom cussing me out saying Amy's doing this, Amy's doing that.
But he didn't share them. So
him mentioning he has screenshots means he intends to share them or will share them.
no. No.
What is really going on?
So then you had to beat him to the punch.
There's no beating to the punch. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with what I said. And you're like, oh, you outed all his. What have I outed of his? That's his private stuff, or like what? What have I outed?
Really.
Besides
I
me
would like to
explaining
know that
why
too.
me and him aren't even into an argument to begin with, and why I think he put that video out.
Is this a cult?
Yes,
I think
it
so.
is.
I think it is. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. Me and Siwa are the leaders of said cult. And
told
if you don't leave now, we will bring you in with us.
You told people he was going to do S on live.
What?
Yeah.
You know the word that I'm saying, yes, but I'm not going to say it because it's not a good word.
I said he was going to do that?
Yes.
When?
Earlier, when you were reading the text.
What did I? Please specify exactly what I said.
You made a pact that you wouldn't do it.
Because that's true.
Okay. Maybe not tell people that.
Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. This is Siwa's channel. And whatever Siwa wishes to share on this channel is her business. Okay. Us, listen, I'm us, everybody that's here is choosing to watch and is choosing to listen and is choosing to interact. We don't have to do that. If we don't like what's being said or done, we can just turn it off and walk away. Okay. The problem is people get too invested in this shit, right? And they get angry and they hate watch and sometimes they'll be brave enough to make a mean comment. But we don't have to watch this. This is our choice. It's Siwa's choice to put whatever she wants to on her channel.
My last point.
Right?
My last point is I just want you to not ruin the relationship with your son because you are listening to people that they are your fake friends egging you on to make content And
I respect your opinion saying I'm not handling it the best way, because I'm not. And I respect your opinion saying I shouldn't say anything else. And I respect your opinion saying that this shit has broke me, because anyways, I respect that opinion, and I know you're telling me the truth. You're giving me good advice. I don't know how to handle this the best way, and I know I'm not handling it the best way. And I know I acted on my
There's
emotions.
no handbook on how to handle this. Okay.
I never thought
And
that they would come, that he would do these things and say these things and say, like, the fact that he said that Amy's more of a mom, that is complete and utter bullshit.
because
That is absolutely not true. That is him just trying to hurt me
right,
in
because
every way
people
he
always
can.
take the easiest punch. I mean, that's just the way that
Well,
everybody always wins.
I'm not used to that, okay? Like, I've had him say horrible things to me in the past, and I know that he's just acting out. And then the next day he apologized, which he never has to. He never has to apologize. But he apologized as like, son, it's okay. I understand. You were just going through a rough night. And that's happened hundreds of times in the over the years. Y'all have never known about it. But doing it publicly like this definitely made it something new for me, and having it being played everywhere, and now it's as ammo to threaten me with constantly, and now they're going to try to get my daughter taken away from me from this shit.
They're not gonna be able to do that.
Well, the thing is, I don't know how to handle it, and I know that you're right saying that I'm not handling it in a good way. I know I'm not. I'm not ever going to say I'm the best mom ever. Everything's his fault or Keaton's. It's not. I made a lot of mistakes. He, like I said, he deserved so much more. And I've told my son so many times, you are such a strong person. I don't know. I couldn't stay together as well as you have over the years, because I don't see how he does. I tell him all the time how strong he is and how he's still a great person. Like, is he all the time he'll question if he's a good person or not. He's absolutely a good person. He's been through hell and back, and he's still kind-hearted. He's still loving. He's still protective. And I know that he's just trying to be protective right now, and I know that. So
maybe
I made a lot of mistakes in life, and I'm not sitting here saying that none of it's my fault and this is all bullshit and everything he said.
She's not saying that her son owes her anything.
But I
He
think
doesn't owe me anything.
But you're making another one right now.
Another what?
A mistake.
Oh my God.
By saying
It
what?
is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to continue to make mistakes.
Everybody
I am
makes
very
mistakes.
reactionary, especially when I feel hurt and backstabbed and lied on. I am reactionary, and it's not the best. But unfortunately, it was put on a public platform and has been used against me nonstop ever since. Just like when Keaton did his interview, it's been used against me non-fucking-stop. So I hate it I hate it this way. No one even knew Amy or her name until they did the interview. No one knew Keaton's name until he started talking to Brooke and telling fucking stories on me. No one knew my son's name until he did his video. Like, Brooke and them use his name all the fucking time. Like, I'm not gonna.
I just think you're giving them more fodder. You're just giving them ammunition. And I know it's because you're upset and you're wanting to vent or talk to friends and find someone to make you feel better. But
who do you think that she's talking to on here to make her do these things? Siwa doesn't hardly talk to anybody behind the scenes.
That's true.
She doesn't. And she's been live. This is the most that she's been live in 2 months.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying in general, you may feel like you're venting to friends, but I don't think you are.
No, I feel like I'm defending myself and sharing my side. That's how I feel.
But you're putting more on it.
Probably so.
You're just piling on it. But I just wanted to say that, I mean, try to.
She's a narcissist.
Try to reach out to him.
Oh dear God.
Well, he wasn't a complete asshole. I'm not going to sit here and say that everything he said was complete fault and not accurate, and he was just
no, he has his opinions, but a lot of his opinions are not right. It's just he doesn't really know what's really going on.
I strongly disagree with, and I don't believe that.
That's insane. That's why I grabbed the link.
Yeah, but if he says that I'm reminding him of his mother, I can't argue that. I can't say, no, I don't, because I'm not in his shoes. I don't know what he's feeling. I don't know where that's coming from, but I know
Right.
that, I don't know. I know narcissists don't admit faults. I know narcissists don't take blame for anything. I know narcissists don't ever strive to be a better person. They think they're right no matter what someone says. I'm not that. But he's not wrong saying I shouldn't speak on it. I know I shouldn't, but it's so
No,
fucking
you
hard.
probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't share as much as you do. I do agree with that. But just some of the things that he was saying when it was just you two up here, I was like, nah, man, I gotta grab a plane. So,
And that idiot that came up using that fake voice,
yeah,
like, what the fuck was that? Everybody knew good and damn well that's not your real voice. And I do think it's possibly Virgo, but whatever. But that was embarrassing.
I had an abusive dad, and my mama always took up for him. And I'm sorry, but I hope everything works out for you and your family. I hope that this can calm down instead of getting worse, and the two of you can talk.
It's not going to calm down as long as these idiots just
I
keep
know.
trying to involve him and keep sending him shit like they've been doing for a fucking year.
It's
Which is why I
insane. It's
beg, because
insane.
please put up boundaries and say you refuse to be involved in it, because that was me trying to protect him from all this shit. I didn't want
know.
him in the middle of it.
I know. I
Like,
know.
when he would be over at Amy and Keaton's, I would hear them in the background screaming at each other about me. And I'd be like, son, just walk out of the house. You don't need to be hearing that stuff, because I
That's
didn't want him in the middle
insane.
of it.
Yeah, and it's insane that they have actual arguments over you. That's what's
Their whole
insane to
relationship
me.
is like becoming about the hate for me or tied to me. Like I said, the proposal tied to me because they did it in divorce court. The ring looks just like identical to my ring I used to have. The every day that they are constantly arguing about me, and it's not even, they can't argue about that because I heard it myself when I would talk to him on the
Right.
phone, because we talked every day. I would hear them in the background screaming about, your wife went online and said this, and he's like, well, I don't know why she's saying that. And I was like, son, just walk out. You don't need to be hearing that, because I don't want
Yeah.
him in the middle. That's why I told him the few times he said, Mom, do you want me to just come on your channel and speak about, this stuff? I'm like, absolutely not. I am not letting you get in the middle of this,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I cared about his mental health. And I know how much it's upsetting to him to be put in the middle of it. And it's upsetting to him to have to choose one side or the other. That's why I didn't ever I've had so many messages me saying, I'm glad that Amy's being nice to you. I'm glad that Amy's helping with this.
Right.
And there's times where he's needed help with this or that. I'm like, well, see if Amy can help you with that, because she's there. I'm not. If I was just hell bent on hating her, and I was just hell bent on breaking, making it cause an issue, I wouldn't be like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
I understand, because if my son's father was still alive and he had a girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever, I would expect her to love and treat my children as I would, because
Right.
those are his children. You know what
You're
I'm
supposed
saying?
to want to
So I
cause,
completely understand.
peace within the family, not
Hmm.
not
Hmm.
havoc. And again, her whole basis, my son had asked her to stop going in streams about me, and she goes, she used my son's name. She goes, and he sent me the screenshot of it. She's like, I would love to not involve your mother, but your mother keeps going live and lying on me and saying that, telling stories about me, saying that she's afraid your dad's going to hurt me in the future, which that's not lying. If that's my fear because of history,
Yeah.
then that's how's that a
Right.
lie? Me saying I'm worried that that's
Right.
going to happen to her
Right.
too.
Right.
But it
And
goes,
I
did you
also
know,
see, I also
he also
see
said, did
Keaton
you know your
not.
mom called the police and told the police that your dad showed up to her sisters and broke down the door? We know good and damn well that is not what I did. We know good and damn well that that's not what fucking happened. But that's the shit she runs to him and says to him
I've
to
not
try to
heard
look like
that until you said that it was, that it was said over there on the other side. That's the first time that I had heard about that.
Yeah, because they
You
got this
know?
FOIA when Jen called pretending to be my mother to do a fake welfare call. I said that they said they were going to do harassment charges on her, and to explain kind of what the history is between me and Jen. I said, well, she did an interview with my abuser 20 years. She was telling him at the end of the interview where we were located. And I said, that's terrifying for me, because in the past, he used to show up and break down the doors and put his hands on me. And that's I'm fearful of what she'll do next. That's not saying he showed up since and has been doing that. But shit like that, to make my son think I'm calling the police and making bogus fucking accusations about his dad. Like I said, like I said 1,000 times, I have not seen him or talked to him not one fucking time since we moved. Not one time. Well, I take that back. When I reached out and tried to come to a truce between them, that's it though. But I mean, like in person, on the phone, text, that never happened.
Right. And I
Well,
also
I have had
get
histrionic meltdowns, Brooke. I have had histrionic where I've been just hysterical mess because I don't react the best way to. I have a lot of emotional damage and a lot of shit and a lot of trauma tied to me and PTSD. And I know that I get my emotions to get the best of me sometimes. I know that. But see, I'm aware of that. I can look at myself and see where my issues are.
Yeah. And that's growth. If anything else, it's growth. I also get Keaton not wanting Amy to know about all the things that's happened in the past because he's probably ashamed of those things. So he's going to lie and say that they never. Yeah, I agree. And he's lying to say that they never happened, and it's causing tension between you and Amy and your son because you know it happened. Your son was young, and he probably doesn't remember a lot.
The majority of it he wouldn't remember because he was young, and a lot of the times we only lived together a few times when he was old enough to remember, and he's had to stand in the middle before, unfortunately. So he knows. I mean, but if he feels like he needs to say otherwise, then I'm sure he's doing that because he does it when his dad upset with him. I don't blame him for not wanting to tell the truth.
Again, you know, you block things out when really bad things happen, especially when you're little. You block things out, so there is a chance that he really does not remember a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying it didn't happen because he doesn't remember it happening.
I hope it's true, but I wish it was true that he doesn't remember the things that happened back in 2019, but he definitely remembers. But I wish nothing more for him not to remember those things.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden now he doesn't remember when we've talked about it, in the past 6 months, if it were true that he doesn't remember these things now, I hope that for him because I don't want him to remember those things.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I wish every day I could go back and take those images away from him and take those visuals and take those moments away from him. I wish so bad he would never witness those things.
Yeah. Yeah. MTT says it too. Many times traumatic experiences are blocked out. So I'm thinking that's what's going on. Keaton is lying to Amy, saying that it didn't happen because he's embarrassed of it. And your son, they were traumatic experiences for him, plus him being little. He's probably blocked it out. And he's saying, well, it didn't happen because he doesn't remember it happening. You know what I'm saying? But it happened. And
I know
Keaton knows it happened.
There's audios, there's videos. Family knows it's happened. Cops know it's happened. The other girl he dated, Freya, she witnessed it happen one time. Like,
right.
It's just, even the text message him saying, I'm not an abusive person, Sue. That was just drugs in my brain. I beat that. Why would he say that if nothing, that everything I said was a lie?
I know. And let's hope that he is sober and he has beat it and he continues.
And I hope he sticks with it. And I hope if him and Amy, were ever split, that he would not go back to those ways. Because there's been times in life where he dated, the mother of his other child. He was straight for 2 years being with her. And that's why I was like, okay, he beat this. He's over it. So when him and her actually broke up, that's when I went to go spend one weekend with him with my son because I was trying to give him visitation.
Right.
And that's how Princess came to be because he was straight for 2 years. And I thought he had beat all those addictions and he was a better person and that all those things were in the past. And then he went right back to the same shit again. When I was 5 months pregnant, he went right back to the same shit. So
it's not easy.
I'm hoping and praying that he stays with it and never goes back.
Mm-hmm. Me too, because it's not easy to stay sober, stress and how it could be anything. and I'll be cleaning my house, and all of a sudden a memory will pop in my head from when I was not sober, and you got to kind of, beat those cravings and try and clear your mind and think of something else. And sometimes it's not easy, and that's why people relapse. So I hope
Well, I'm
that
hoping that
he
he
has
sticks
learned the
with it
tools that he
for my
needs to
son.
stay sober. Mm-hmm.
Well, he's
Yeah.
always been also about that, where he just if he's not in a relationship, he refuses to stay clean. Like so many messages of I can't
Yeah.
stay sober if I'm single. Well, then you're
And see,
begging
that
for
doesn't make any sense.
to fail, because you can't. I've
Mm-hmm.
told him so many times, you cannot put that on someone else to make you stay in line,
No,
or to force someone to be
no.
with you. Then you make the changes. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-mm.
You have to do it on
No.
your own, because you're tired of being that way.
Yeah, because you want to change, because you don't want to live that life anymore. You
Yeah,
can't
it's
do it
supposed
for
to be like,
somebody else. You have to do it for yourself. So,
it's never too late to redeem yourself as a parent or a kid. Keep your heart and soul. Reconciliation can happen. We like I said, we've had no issues in years. We've been very close. Every day we would talk. But Amy finally wiggled her way in and just fed him with so much shit. So it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll be here when things change. Like whenever he needs to talk, if he ever needs me for anything, I'll be there like I've always fucking been there.
and you're his mom. That's what we do. But a lot of things that guy was saying, I really did not agree with. So
Well, to say
I
that
had
I
to come
said
up
that my
here.
son owes me, like I said, there's no price on a mother raising you, being there for you, and you can't put a price on that. That was the only reason I mentioned that, is because that it's not, you can't just, like, that'd be like me telling mom, hey mom, you've been there for me every step of the way for 38 years now. How much do I owe you? Like, there's no price. So you can't pay a parent back for all that. You just can't,
Right,
even if you wanted to.
right.
It's beyond the scope of money. It's not just
Yes,
money. There's so much that goes into being there for your child, and every
yes.
step of the way. But the whole
Mm-hmm.
bullshit of, oh, Amy's been taking care of everything, that's not fucking true. Has she been there for some stuff? Probably, most likely. Has she
Um,
helped out? I hope so. But to say that she's done so much in a year, more than I've done in 20 years, oh hell no. Not,
right.
no, no, no.
Yeah. And him saying that us talking about a mother's love is bogus, and we're using that as a shield. Like, come on, dude, really? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. And I'm the perfect example
Morning.
of not talking about your family online and them still talking about it and making stuff up. So, I mean, whether you talk about it or not, they're gonna talk about it. You know?
Well, and all this, you brought all this to the internet. I did not bring the majority of the stuff they use against me. I didn't bring it here. Stalker brought it here. The majority of the
Yeah.
shit that she speaks on was brought here by that bitch digging and going real life.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And that's, again, another perfect example of whether you talk about it or not, it's going to be out there. So,
Well, with how much they do dig, like I said, I'm standing here telling you now, she could dig all she fucking wants. She ain't gonna find nothing recent. She ain't gonna find nothing that's accurate today. She ain't gonna find nothing that's gonna paint me as the aggressor. She ain't gonna find nothing
mhm,
tying me to any fucking addiction issues.
right.
So she's gonna have to just keep reaching, hoping that I live the same life she lives to this day.
Mhm. I would not wish that life on my worst enemy.
Right. I mean, it's
Yeah.
gotta be tough. But
Okay.
she just doubling down on everything and then demanding that everybody have sympathy. No, you have
Mhm.
wreaked nothing but havoc since the second you came to fucking YouTube. Since before, when she was on Instagram, she's done nothing but wreak havoc and go real life on people. Like, she is a fucking monster. Like, questioning when people lost their lost their babies, questioning how they lost their babies, questioning the paternity of people's kids, questioning like all that horrible shit she's done.
Yeah, that's insane.
Give me a second.
So who do you think that was up here with the fake voice?
I think it was Julie.
That's what people were saying in the chat too. I don't know her.
Another strike just went through.
Did it?
Yep.
How many is that?
I think she's at 9. And she sent in 3 counterclaims and 2 of them were denied. But she still has all the other strikes she's got to go through too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Trust to believe that you are not alone that experience difficult times. Some are not willing to accept that they have or they are, pretending that all is good. Appearances are stronger. Parenthood is difficult, and I just wish there were boundaries on YouTube. Leave our children out of YouTube drama. Yeah, and they're just digging into it further and further. Stalker did. Drunk stalker. While claiming that she had every right to use all of my content. No.
No.
Right, broke.
And
I mean, it sucks. And it's happened a few times where dad stayed on the straight and narrow for a few months at a time, and then all of a sudden I'm enemy number 1, and then when it falls out again, there I am, as I've always been, and then lets him back in. And I mean, it's happened so many times over the years.
And you love him, you know?
But I told him every time, if you can fix it between your dad, I want you to. I told him that before he moved back, when he was still in the oil field, and he was talking about, we talked for weeks before he went to go try to live with Amy and Keaton for that little bit of time. I was like, son, I'm really kind of nervous about you putting all your faith that he's going to follow through on his promises, because, you know, the past. And I just don't want you to leave everything behind in West Texas, being the oil field that you enjoy, thinking you're going to go and have this great job with your dad, because he's made those promises so many times. I was like, but if that's what you need to do, you know, I stand by you and I support you. I just be careful. Don't put your all in hoping that everything's going to work out the way he says it is, because it's probably not. And then within weeks, it was already issues, already right back to the, you know, it was already fucking hell. Wasn't I
going back to
yes, she was. She said for things are about to come out about you. Your son said this, your son said that, your son hates you. You better shut up. There's things we're going to put out there. And then it came out, and she wants to act like she wasn't nowhere near it. Bullshit.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
And going
that
back to the
accident was horrific.
strike, going back to the strikes, they, you know, everybody knows that they gave me 3 strikes that were fake.
Right.
And I got a lawyer to help me with 1 out of those 3. And they're saying that the only reason I won is because I got a lawyer. Well, now look here. Look what's going on here. She got a lawyer, and the strike still didn't go. The counter still didn't go through.
Even with lawyers, they can't
Reverse
matter. The strikes unless they were false strikes. Just like Brooke could get a lawyer right now if she wants to. She still can't prove that she had every right to use my content from beginning to end, especially with the recordings of her saying, y'all don't watch Siwa, just come here and watch me. I'll play it and you can watch. That way she loses all her views and revenue. Like, that is not the smart thing to do.
Yeah. And then I put in a link on my last strike that I got. I put in a link of Anne saying that the reason she struck me is because I didn't count to 30. And then she said
that 30-second thing is bullshit. Just saying.
It is bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. And then she said, well, Sophie knows why I really struck her. She went over the mark with me. Like she was threatening me because I said something she didn't like. So I sent that in with my last strike, and it was reversed before the 10 days. It was reversed. So
yeah,
and then they tried to strike me 2 more times. They tried to strike me 2 more times, and neither one of those went through.
Yeah, 2 of them didn't go through on her, just 2, but all the others did go through, and they were all removed because they were all
8 or
legit.
9. Yeah, that's insane.
I know Genevieve, like, I know that's the thing, and she has said that multiple times. Do you know, like, my check went to half because of all the shit she took, like all the streams she was taking and stealing, and even if I did members, they would steal it and put it on the other platform, and then they would go to Zoom and take it over there, and they pass a link around so no one had to pay me to watch anything, and like I can prove how much she's taken from my channel using my content and telling people to unsub and don't watch me and just watch her instead. And like I said, every stream that she's done using my content without fair use guidelines, I can sue her in court for every single dime she made off of me.
Yeah. And if I were you, I'd try.
Can you believe last night she called this site assholes for taking her income while she... Right. Like, oh, I have a senior in college. She's an... Again, you have a second income. That's your main income that you said you live. I mean, don't you buy Louis Vuittons and you get extensions and your Botox and your nails done and you get name brand clothes this and name brand clothes that and you do all these amazing things. You're buying alcohol, liquor every fucking night. You're buying your green shit. You're buying your vapes. You're doing all that. Like, clearly money's not an issue for you. Only now that you're trying to use it as to get your fucking sympathy. But I mean, like, and you had your sucking your second income that your husband fucking had that you were using as well to get you through the time. Now, if he really is fired, that's on. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But hold on.
Karma.
Wait, what? I didn't hear you. Now we think you're lying and you shouldn't mention your mom, then pulled an eyeball and found his mom to hear her side. Well, and that's, I know she's like, I'm making thousands in cash apps. Like I said, since I'm going to report, see what the IRS, which that's going to fall short because I know how to do my taxes. All my YouTube shit is reported, moron.
Right.
And my cash app is tied to my taxes as well. But nonetheless, you claiming you're making thousands in cash apps, you better report it. Like I said, you better have also reported that $15,000 you got from Kathy to take me to court that all of a sudden went missing.
Karma is a bitch.
I know, Frenchie. Yeah, she could have done so much different, but she didn't. She just, I've said I've given so many warnings for her to stop stealing my shit, and I told her stop playing the majority of my streams. I'm giving you even more warnings, and she will never do anything. She don't have balls. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard her say that many times.
By her saying that, I can only imagine how much she gets in Cash Apps, PayPal's bashing. Like, the entirety of her channel has been built on bashing me, Jules, John, and Amber. That you cannot tell me she has done any original content except her parody streams where what's she doing? Bullying people, going real life on people, doxing people. That's the only original content. Even then, it's based off of us.
There was the 2 streams that she did trying to recap that show on HBO or something.
Oh,
what
that
was that
Dragons one that nobody fucking watched.
Yeah.
She did that one about Astroworld, and I wish she would have stuck to the stuff like that, but nope.
Man, she don't make money that way. Are you silly?
Yeah, $500. She's told y'all she spends $500 every 6 weeks. Well, then that $500, stop getting your extensions and put it towards your child in high school or college or whatever it is then. Because best believe I don't have $500 that I'm just throwing around where the fuck I want, especially on myself. Y'all remember when she used to make fun of me because I taught myself how to do my own nails, and she said how disgusting it was and how trashy it was?
Yeah.
Because I was putting my child's needs before getting nails done. I don't get extensions. I don't get Botox. I don't get my nails done. I don't get any type of work done.
That's insane. Spend $500 every 6 weeks on her extensions, and they don't even look that good.
No, they look rough. And then spend $1,000 on a dog.
I pay $175 every 8 to 10 weeks to get my extensions moved up. $175 versus $500. It's insane. There's
now
no
she's
way.
stealing
No
John
way.
and Jules' stuff. Yeah, and John and Jules, I hope that they
Which I
strike her.
don't want bleach blonde hair to where your hair's like literally breaking off and falling out of your head.
She was very triggered with the dip nails. Y'all remember, like, she was
It
seething mad
was
talking about
because
the
she's
nails.
probably tried to do it and she couldn't do it, and she got mad because you could. That's all there is to it.
I
I do my
mean,
own nails
that's
now.
disturbing.
Yeah, yeah, I do my own lashes, but I do get my nails
Well, they
done.
make it so easy. They make
Yeah,
it
I
really
tried.
easy
I've
to do at
tried.
home
I
now.
can't do it. Kudos to you because I tried. I can't do it.
Well, I don't do the extensions. I just do the fake. I still do the strip lashes, but I'm really bad at just yanking them off, which I shouldn't be doing. I know you're supposed to use the micellar water or whatever to take. I don't. I just rip them off because they get on my nerves.
Yeah. Which my lashes go underneath. Cindy uses the same kind, not the same brand, but the same kind. And they come in pieces and they go under your lash. And it's much easier, much easier. And you can't tell.
Wait, that's also her stepdaughter in college. Eyeball says her stepkid also has a job and she is a mom, who I'm sure also helps her too. She just wants more money for her team with fake. Oh, I found something out overnight. I'm gonna put it in back chat.
You're welcome, Shade. That's what I do. When I see somebody getting bullied or having a hard time or upset, I'm always there for them.
I'm ready for those receipts to come out. I'll tell you that much. I'm looking forward to
Oh,
it.
wow. Wow.
Yeah. That kind of explains why she's constantly trying to talk about my daughter's
Yeah,
paternity, doesn't
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't get my nails done, but if I could, yeah, I've tried every way you possibly can to like do your own nails at home, and it always looks like crap, and they always pop off within a couple of days.
I want to show you something back, like in an email real quick, and you tell me if that doesn't read that Brooke has another mugshot. 1 second.
I wore
I gotta
extensions
see
once
if
in my
I.
life for my wedding, and the next morning I took them out with pliers. It was annoying as
Okay.
heck. See, the extensions that I wear, they don't. I can't even tell that they're in.
Okay, what's your email? Or do you want to put it backstage?
Rena
you
with
should.
Sophie. I'll put it in the backstage. Don't matter.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know if you were here, but if I find out that she doesn't have another mugshot and I misunderstood,
No,
I'll
I'm sure you'll
say I
apologize.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like I said, unlike her, I don't set out to tell lies on people like that.
Yeah. Cindy, on my live, I need to get ready for my live. On my live, I'll talk about my extensions and tell you the brand that I use, and you can find somebody in your area. They also have extensions that have like texture for like textured hair. They've come out with those too.
Okay.
Martin's mommy, beautiful. How are you doing?
Okay, I just sent it. Go look at it and tell me if that doesn't read to you that there's a new mugshot for her. I mean, I know I have somewhere I have that form from when she got arrested before, and I'm going to look at the case number. Give me a second. Well, okay. No, wrong thing.
The one page.
Yes. Just that one bit.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Doesn't that look like there's two mugshots associated with a different case? Because when she got arrested for hurting, pushing the
Yes.
officer over, He did not get arrested. He did not get in trouble. It was her. So why they like
Right. Yeah, why would he be on there for as mug shots? Yes, I
yes.
agree. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
So
I
that's
would
why I
say
was
yes.
like, looks like there might be a new one.
I would say yes.
Hello,
Yeah.
Andrew. The clips integrate preventer. Hey, Martin's mommy. Oh, it's been an interesting day so far. If you stop and think about it, so futile and irrational. Just wonder what's behind the blinders. No substance, no value, no morals, apathetic. Anyone that thinks Brooke got into being a nurse because she's empathetic and cares and she just wants to help people, you are fooling yourself because not anything about her screams, I have empathy, I'm nurturing and I care about people. Not one fucking thing.
Yeah.
She is who I do think is a narcissist because she only uses people to her benefit. She doesn't care about what they go through when they need her. She doesn't give a damn when they need her. She just plays everyone. The only friendships that she claims to have is because she's getting something out of them, which
Yeah.
is to do her bidding. And she never claims fault, and she never claims she messed up, and she never tries to be better. She never claims she has any flaws either. That's a narcissist to me.
Yes, yes. I agree. I agree. Knock Andrew, by the way, I'm new here. Hi, Andrew. Welcome.
On a lighter note, I have looked for my mugshot and I cannot find it. I can't imagine how amazing I look in it. 22-year-old mugshot. Why do you want to look for your mugshot? Just to have it?
Just to see what she looked like 22 years ago.
Like, you know what's crazy? Like, I would even be so hateful to Stalker if she wasn't
So
getting work.
hateful
Like,
to
if she was
you?
making
Yes.
strives to be a better person, and then she
Mm-hmm.
was like, she just set out to do evil every time we see her active on any social media. She is only out to do evil shit to people. She has never helped anyone out in return. She has never just been nice. She has never showed empathy or sympathy to anyone in this YouTube world, unless it's her friends, and she's only faking to have sympathy for them because she wants to use them, or she wants to love bomb them to help her out. Like with Muzz, which like, oh Muzz, I'm so sorry what Siwa did to you.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you were just hoping she would have receipts for you, and she fucking doesn't.
And
Like
that's where she said in the beginning, she was like, Mose, if you come over here and tell me about Siwa, I'll forget about
right.
everything that happened. And here we are.
Yep. And then the second Cooch put up a boundary saying it's either her or me, Muzz was bye-bye.
Yeah.
She got
Yeah.
jumped, like everybody jumped her ass in the comments.
That's insane. And then it's crazy. And they can't say that they're not a cult because that stuff happens. One person says you're bad, so everybody jumps on you.
What was going on with Amzi, by the way? Because I was watching Jules' stream before I went live, and Jules or Muggsy was like, I think Amzi's going to go live, and like what?
I have no idea.
And I saw that she was leaving. What happened?
I have no idea.
Oh, you
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
about
I
it?
haven't looked at anything today. I have no idea.
I saw her stream that she did last night. It's gone, but she goes, well, it looks like it's goodbye, I think was the title of it. Something about
Look.
she's leaving. And I didn't even, like, apparently her and Muggsy are not doing good, which is really sad. I hope that it's just just a fluke,
Yeah.
Oh, she never did say what happened?
She's
Muzz
not
is a
on
Canadian
YouTube.
lady? Yes.
Her YouTube channel's gone.
She deleted it?
Yeah, it's gone. Gone.
What happened? No, anybody in the
Yeah.
chat, does anybody know what happened with Amzi?
Gone.
I know that they were constantly bringing up her kids, and like, y'all are just wrong for going there on her. Y'all are just fucking wrong for, like, she did what she had to do. When that situation happened, Anzi buckled down, did what she needed to do, went and got the kids back, and now they're safe and sound back in their home. So anyone trying to use that to paint her in a bad light, like, there's something wrong with you, because if that she was doing anything wrong, she would not have been able to get those kids, and she
Right.
would not have been able to take back custody of those kids.
Yeah. Exactly.
Especially across multiple.
Yeah, her channel's gone.
Tia, did they kick Muzz yet? Well, they do, and then I don't know if she's gone back since, but last I knew they kicked her out. They told her to get the fuck out of the chat.
AMC was one of my mods. Let me see if she's still.
I'm kind of worried
There.
about her because I
I
mean,
am
it takes
too
a lot
now.
for Amzi's never deleted her channel before.
Yeah, she's not on my mod list either. Her channel's gone.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
John, I got news. I'll drop the link. Just if y'all are friends with Amzi, can y'all reach out to her and see how she is because something bad had to happen. That's I like that.
Hey, get out of that water.
While we wait for John, I'm gonna get a soda. Give me a second.
Yeah, I gotta get ready for my live in 17 minutes.
Oh shit. Well, once we hear from John, I'll end the stream and then everybody can run over there. We don't know what happened with Amzi, but Amzi deleted her channel.
Yeah, it's gone.
I mean, let me read because I remember I got the notification. So give me a second. I'll tell you what her last stream title was. 1 second. Come on. Okay. Someone said I need to update on Linda Binda and Jupiter. I will. I need to get Abby and speak to Abby. All right. Amzi's last stream says, well, that was quick. I might be saying goodbye. Was the last title of her stream, and then she deleted. So
Yeah, it was gone.
no idea what happened. Oh, maybe that's what it is, y'all. Maybe that's what it is. Because
It sucks.
I
And
think
I hate to say it, but they did just get tattoos of each other's name, and that's like a big no-no.
No.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Just like last week.
What?
They sure did. They got tattoos of each other's names,
People,
and now they're broke up.
It's no shade, but if you are in a relationship and you want to get tattoos, can y'all please get matching like visuals or something? Not do they get names or they just matching tattoos, right?
Names.
Okay, yeah. You never want to do that, y'all. You never want to get
No.
the names. Keaton had my name on his forearm. First, he put my name on his chest as the anniversary's present, which, ew. But put my name on his chest first and then got it covered up because he got with another girl. And then to make up for that, the next year, or I think it was 3 years later, he tried to do another one to make up for covering the first one. And he got my name on him from the inside of his elbow all the way down to where his hand starts. Like real big, my name was put on there. And then he had to get covered that again when he got within another relationship. And so he just has these blobs both on his chest, on his arm. And then he got the other baby mama's name on his arm on the other side, which he just recently covered when he got with Amy. And then I hear that he's got her name too. Like, when do you learn?
Wow. Me and my husband have been married 6.5 years, and we do not have each other's names tattooed on us. We're going to get some kind of like a symbol or something, like matching, but not each other's names.
I mean, they have a lot of really cute tattoo ideas now without getting the actual name. There's John.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Hello.
we need to kind of say it backstage. Oh shoot, hold on, that's my fault. I didn't close your thing out. Hold on, sorry. Okay. What happened with Amzi though?
Don't know.
I allegedly her and the boyfriend broke up, so she deleted her channel.
Her channel's gone.
We're just assuming, but her last stream was like, well, that was quick. I might be saying goodbye. And on Jules' stream, Muggsy was in there saying, Jules, can you please reach out to Amy? I think she's about to do a stream about me. And then Amzi came in there and they didn't go like they weren't arguing with each other, but she deleted everything.
Oh, she was just on my live yesterday. Well, the overnight one.
Yeah.
Wait, did you do one yesterday?
Well, whatever.
Yeah, the one we were on.
The one that ended
okay.
Yesterday morning.
Okay, I thought you meant last night.
Oh God, no. But it's good news, but I can't say it in front of publicly. What? So
all right. Well, I gotta get off of here anyway.
That's why I said if you wanted to, I could say it backstage.
Yeah, say it backstage real quick. Or you want me to end the stream and then you can tell us?
Well, are you? I don't even know what's happening. Are you gonna see? Are you?
I'm going live at 11.
Yeah, Sophie's gonna go live, but I've been live for 2.5 hours. We had this guy, Randy, came up trying to help out. I feel like first it was to scold me, but he ended up being like, I don't think he's a bad dude. But anyways, he was speaking about the situation with my son and how I'm not handling it the best, which I know that's right. And then Julie Virgo came up with the craziest fucking accent, just running her mouth. But yeah, it's been an interesting stream. You definitely want to rewatch it. Hey, Taos Kingdom. I will be getting back into it about Jupiter. But if you haven't watched that stream with Abby, go watch it, Taos, because it's very important. And the anonymous guy that Jupiter said he got locked up, he was on my channel. So if you want to hear what he said. But all right, do you want me in the stream? Then you can tell us backstage, and then Sophie.
Yeah, I don't want you to cut it off just because of me. I could tell you later.
No, I was going to cut it off anyways because Sophie's going live.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, wait, did
Bye,
you see this?
guys. I'll see you in 12 minutes.
Okay, I'll jump on.
Wait, did you see this?
What is that?
Team Teeth or Timu Teeth.
Timu Teeth. It's funny.
Funny.
All right, so I'm going to play the outro video, and then we'll stay backstage. You can tell me, and then for those waiting for Sophie, she'll go live soon. Y'all just give us
Sophie. I'll run over there like when you go live. I just got a phone call and I'm like, oh my god. But
yeah, hers supposed to be important. So all right, thank you everyone for joining us. Y'all stay backstage.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for joining
us. See you
us
in a few minutes.
We'll see y'all in Sophie's in a minute. Bye, guys.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored again?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when